You get, I'm not with it. You put it on there, I'ma mind my business. Could be my yard, it was God, my gangster. Well, I ain't that bangin' nigga, find out. I put his ass in a box on time out. For the wrong thought, blow a nigga mind out. You were talking all that shit, that what you crying about. When it go down on the wrong one to rhyme by. Say you did what you lying by, nigga. I'm a Front Street, nigga. You don't wanna be, nigga. Everybody know you don't want none of me, nigga. I'ma get it for you, what it gonna be, nigga. All I gotta do is make my plan. All the motherfucking games don't play, my man. If I slip his ass out in the mouth, bed net, trying to see him, pussy nigga trying to shake my hands. Pull up shooting out the avalanche. Since I got it blue cheese, I ain't liking ranch. I done sold 100,000 bags of midget like I got a plan. Hey. Let me see your hand if you feel like you the man I want it. Look, I need one nigga. Hey, that's what I need one. Pull up in the cup, 200 stuff. What you, nigga? AK, no handgun. Man, goddamn. Pulling up in the lamb. That bitch and go ham. Bam. Pull up to the spot, shoot a nigga ground. Catch a nigga down, man, wrong for the handle. Cut me on the block, don't throw that crap. Got K's on the shooter. Pull up shooting at the avalanche. Since I got it blue cheese, I ain't liking ranch. I done sold 100,000 bags of midget like I got a plan. Hey. Let me see your hand if you feel like you the man I want it. Look, I need one nigga. You don't need one. Hey, that's what I need one. Alright, true. Fact, nigga. I swear to fucking God, man. Hey, man, I'm ready. Hey, look, man, I'm ready to go on cash out. Hey, man. Nigga, damn is the dog shit. Nigga, you don't get rich, nigga, next 3 years. Nigga, I swear to God. Nigga, you show me a $10 million tax return, I give you $10 million. Nigga, 3 years, nigga. Bitch ass. Pull up shooting out the avalanche. Since I got it blue cheese, I ain't liking ranch. I done sold 100,000 bags of midget like I got a plan. Hey. Let me see your hand if you feel like you the man I want it. Look, I need one nigga. You don't need one. Hey, that's what I need one. Pull up in the cup, 200 stuff. What you, nigga? AK, no handgun. Man, goddamn. Pulling up in the lamb. That bitch and go ham. Bam. Pull up to the spot, shoot a nigga ground. Catch a nigga down, man, wrong for the handle. Cut me on the block, don't throw that crap. Got K's on the shooter. Hey. Pull up shooting at the avalanche. Since I got it blue cheese, I ain't liking ranch. I done sold 100,000 bags of midget like I got a plan. Hey. Let me see your hand if you feel like you the man I want it. Look, I need one nigga. You don't need one. Hey, that's what I need one. Alright, true. Fact, nigga. I swear to fucking God, man. Hey, man, I'm ready. Hey, look, man, I'm ready to go on cash out. Hey, man. Nigga, damn is the dog shit. Nigga, you don't get rich, nigga, next 3 years. Nigga, I swear to God. Nigga, you show me a $10 million tax return, I give you $10 million. Nigga, 3 years, nigga. Bitch ass.
Well, welcome to the Revolutionary Agenda. Yeah. I don't even know where to start right there. Welcome to that song. Just a shit right now. I was just feeling it right this second. Welcome to the revolutionary agenda. Sorry, I had to turn the motherfucking lights down because it was so goddamn hot in here for some odd reason. Because I'm just where I'm at and back. And then I don't know. It's been like maybe I left the hospital too fucking early. Let's just talk about that. I think I left the hospital too fucking early because everything is just kind of weird with me today. Like everything, like um, little side girl stuff. Let's talk about the little side girl stuff. Super motherfucking swollen from all the medicine and shit. Um, Probably like the most swollenest or the most swollen I've ever been in a long fucking time. Right? That nothing wants to fit. Nothing works. Everything's fucking look at my face. It's all from fucking antibiotics and medicine. And look, this is horrible. I don't even know. I feel like it just like it fell apart all of a sudden. Like atrocious. Don't judge me. No, it's crazy right now, right? I'm super sick. I don't even know what to say about that. Then, I just gotta get it off my chest because I'm a girl. I gotta get this fucking girl shit off my chest. So today, like a fucking like a big ass watermelon. Like I feel like a big ball of fucking fluid and medicine and stuff, right? So I was in there for like 7 days. In case nobody wasn't paying attention, I was really sick, really fucking sick with my heart, and yeah, it was really ugly. So maybe I left too early because it didn't seem to get better. In fact, I think I got worse. Um, so then nothing wants to fit. But then I took down my you know, contrary to popular belief, I took down my protective hairstyle that was covering all this luxuriousness, and I washed it really good. I was gonna I know my sister wasn't coming yet. She's gonna come on the weekend, but so she's gonna press this out a little bit. Anyway, I couldn't do shit with it. I just didn't want nothing. Like oh my god, I can't even look at myself right now. I'm about to turn this fucking shit off. Nothing wanted to work with me. I was having a horrible fucking day. Like can't call out. Like my hair is just acting stupid. Like it just didn't. You know what I mean? Like this is my real shit. It's just wanted to be hot and just lay. And then want to puff up and then lay. And it's like look at all this. It's like super swollen. Like look. See how swollen it is? Like majorly swollen. This is not like mass amount of weight gain. This is like a fluid and medicine. All this is medicine. Medicine. It's stuffed everywhere. Like my body just took it and fucking did whatever with it all of a sudden. I don't even know what to think. Um, Pray it goes down. I feel like I got like struck with like 20 wasps. um, I couldn't do shit with my own. I couldn't like since when? Since when? Right? Like I couldn't put makeup on. I couldn't fucking like nothing fucking worked. Like everything just like all of a sudden like who the fuck is this right now? You know what I mean? So contrary to popular belief, don't judge my name right now, but not feeling quite my normal fucking. I feel like maybe I left the hospital too early. Maybe it seems like you're like when you're too swollen, you can't really move around. You're uncomfortable. So I'm like stupid uncomfortable right now, and it's all medicine. Like look, this is all fucking medicine. Like my face, everything is just it's all medicine. That I can't. You know what I mean? It's just I feel like I need to flush. Like I'm gonna drink water. You know what I mean? Take my medicine. So I think it's fucking medicine. That the fact that I couldn't get my oxygen right, so I was like infused, like super stupid infused with oxygen, and now I'm like just like a blowfish. I was like, pray God, it just goes down. This is not normal, right? Like nobody's ever seen me like this. Like I just don't feel it, you know, which is really upsetting me. Because right now I'm looking at myself like, the fuck is going on with me? You know? Right, moving along. This too shall pass. I guess I wasn't feeling it because I had things to do, and like nothing was like everything I put on, everything I did, just fucking went to shit today, and that never fucking happens. Like the epitome of fucking confidence, you know what I mean? This was I don't know what the fuck happened, and so it kind of threw me off my little base. Like I feel like I'm just a swollen water ball, like a balloon, like a water balloon. Help, help. um, oh, all right. I think I left the hospital too early. Maybe 7 days probably wasn't enough, or maybe they did too much. Who knows? Um, maybe they did too much. Maybe they fucked me up. Maybe I'm fucked up. Who knows? And they didn't get to know they were. Mm, the things in the thing, Jesse. The things in the thing. The things in the thing. Okay. Yeah, help me talk, cause um. So yeah, I fell apart. Look at me. This is horrible. You will never in life see the doll like this. You will never in life see the lope like this. So just enjoy it this one time. Don't laugh. It'll be over soon. I promise you, because I will deflate eventually. Like, hopefully, I'm going to deflate here in the next day. I pray. Okay? Let's cross our fingers. I feel just like a fucking water, like a water balloon. Like, who knows why? um, it's kind of throwing me off my A game. So, I wanted to talk a little bit, real quick, about my run for city council. Look, I finished my website. I would like to show it to y'all, kind of briefly, probably because I won't be able to launch it. It's really kind of hard to launch it right now when you're doing everything with no money. So, kind of want to show it to you real quick, just briefly. Okay, just like a quick little brief run through. I'm not gonna even read it to you. I'm just gonna show it to you briefly. Why? Because it's important. It's very, very, very fucking important. Um, very important. And I felt like I just feel like you should see it one time before you can't see it ever again. Because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to launch it. I don't have no idea when I'm gonna be able to launch it because it's like you need money to launch it. You know what I mean? When you're doing things like with no money, everything's kind of hard. But it's like I almost don't care to have money. But you feel me? Do you understand? Does anybody understand what I'm saying about this? Like I don't even want the money. Like I don't want any money. You understand what I'm saying? Like none. Give you a quick preview real fast, okay? Preview. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, let me make sure we are showing over there. Okay. All right, this is preview. Real quick preview. Okay. Of course, I'm not gonna read it out loud because that would be yeah, I'm not gonna read it out loud. It's not. I can't read it out loud. All right. Oh wait. This is the homepage. This is the homepage. Do 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 do. See it? Do 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 do. Quickly, okay. And then this right here is for FBA. Lots of reading, people. Okay, but it's very important, very fucking important, seriously important. Okay, like mm, seriously important. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's very important stuff in here. Okay, see. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. You're welcome, right? Don't say it can't be done. Now it just has to be done, you know? Um, one more. Okay, one more. I just got like two little things I gotta do, then I'm done. Actually, for other stuff, this platforms. Okay, and then obviously something. I just had that up there. I don't even know where to put it. Right. So let's see. Stop sharing. Okay. You see it? Whatever. Can if you want to. I'm not tripping. I hope. Okay. Well, just real quick, you did see it, kind of right? Like the little version of the website. Just quick little. Just chime in real fast. Just thumbs up. Something. Do something. Um. Yeah. So I don't know when it's gonna go live because obviously you need money to do that. Well, I don't want to talk about it. So like I don't know how to really address that. Mm, okay. Whatever. Cool. Okay. Cool. Hmm. Cool. All right. Um. Okay, yeah, you see the other stuff that I just put up there, the FBA stuff. Right. Okay. Well, let's hope. I don't know when it'll go live, so I felt like you have to see it once, at least once. Um. Oh yeah, I went in on city council. I went in hard. So I went in. I finally told somebody. I finally told somebody that I was ready for city council. I finally went and did that part. Um. I say that because I was really upset yesterday when I did it. I was really fucking upset, and I didn't like how I didn't like they dogged me out like a motherfucker. But I don't give a fuck. I felt like I did my thing. I felt like I did my thing. I'm gonna show you real quick. 3 minutes. I went the fuck off. Um, it's kind of like a little debate, like what's happening. I kind of got a little nervous, but all right. So hold on a second. I gotta finish like two little tiny things. All right. Um, let's see. I went in on city council real quick because I just wanted. I was in a mood, man. I was feeling myself yesterday.
Signed in.
So
Thank you.
I don't even know
Okay,
what to say.
now we have one person from the call-in line.
Listen to me. I hope you can hear it.
3 minutes. And it's heard. Yeah, Brandy, go ahead.
Yes.
You have 3 minutes.
Yes,
I'm looking for the timer.
great. Thank you. My name is Brandy Marie Majors, currently running for City Council at large in Aurora. Give that young brother a round of applause. He is actually telling the truth, speaking truth to power. Give that man a round of applause. You do need to focus on the racist activities that are going on in the police department currently. Yes, the chief should resign. He's not about the black community at all. We don't support anybody who is black in Aurora,
Look, I'm
including
laughing because
myself. Don't let the shade deflect the message. We do not support photo ops when someone dies and you go over there and you just shoot your photo ops and you don't care nothing about their family.
I was feeling, okay. Look, well, I'm saying I did it. Why I did it because yeah. Look, they did everything I wanted them to do, so we're just gonna carry on with this. But I felt like I just felt like doing it. Shit, fuck it. I felt like doing it, and I was mad. So I was kind of like not mad, but easily amused.
Now, the police are worried about their morale. Well, what about the morale of the families, that the people that they hurt? Let's talk about that for a little bit.
I don't know why I said it like that, but it sounded funny when I said it.
I'm running for city council at large. You have been put on notice. It is a major shakeup. I feel that this is first of all, your systems here calling to make comments and not being able to direct anything
That's
to
what did it.
the actual people is an atrocity in itself. I plan on changing that whole direction right there. Also, too, I would like to speak with my city council member, Miss Murillo, if she can. My email is brandylok13@gmail.com. We spoke before many moons ago. I have a situation that requires your attention since you are Ward 1. It's nothing terrible, something that I feel adequately you can handle. Jurinsky, how are you going to do a study session with the police last week or something and not actually go do your due diligence, but use profanity and refer to everybody as they can get the F out of there or whatever you said, which is just completely wrong for a woman of such levels of supremacy. It's just radiating. And it just, let me just point this out right here. The whole city council, excuse me, minus maybe 2 people.
This is where they want to cut off. Where's the 3 minutes? Baseball, you see the 3 minutes?
I got 3 minutes. Hold your thoughts. 3 minutes. The whole city council is riddled with white supremacy and racism. When you don't care about your people in these areas, your most vulnerable people, which is Black people, okay, you are doing the city of Aurora a major disservice. I also
this is what I had our face.
The streets are out of control. With the way
you
the
don't know
traffic
he's
is.
picking his nose.
You're not doing. The police
That's
are there just to
his
profile
nose right there
and stop. Okay, profile and stop. I live in
this
Ward
is just
1.
like sitting on the edge of
I'm
his seat.
outside. None of you people go outside.
Randy, your time is up.
So none of you know
There you
what's
go.
going
Who told
on.
me that my
Excuse
time
me,
was
I
up?
had 3 minutes, man.
Your 3 minutes is up.
Who are you to interrupt? No, it isn't. I'm looking at the timer right now. 3 minutes.
See?
Now, I'm going to say that the things need to change. All you're doing is causing.
Can you just cut her off?
See? All right, now, so I'm laughing. Well, not laughing, okay, because it's not funny. Well, it's maybe to them. That's so unprofessional, right? Like, so unprofessional. They did exactly what the fuck I wanted. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. We're confronting racism and white supremacy. That was uncomfortable for them. You want to cut that off. Of course you do. Of course you want to cut that off. I hung up before they cut me off, though. Yeah, I was like, no. I was looking at, look, check it out. Me and Jesse do city council fucking religiously Mondays. Maybe not so much in Aurora, but in Denver. So we know what 3 fucking minutes feel like. Easily. Okay? Easily. And some motherfuckers 3 minutes feel like an eternity. My shit was like a minute and a half. I bet you if we time it, I should put the timer on right now and find out. Just on general principle. Let's time it. Let's go back and time it real fast. I bet you it wasn't 3 minutes. I bet it was not fucking 3 minutes. Well, let's find out. I'll put the timer on right now. Put the timer on. Let's see. Okay, watch your time. Watch your time. It's barely a minute. That shit is fucked up. Maybe a minute and a half. Almost 2 minutes. That would be right. Possible. You're possibly right. Okay, maybe it's 3 minutes. Well, I'll give it that. Maybe. All right, fuck it. Maybe it's 3 minutes. Either way, it felt like it was fucking like 2 minutes easily. Okay, it easily felt like it was 2 fucking minutes. Easily. Okay, easily. I can't even say how much it felt like it was less than that. Less than that. Right. It was horrible. It was a horrible state of affairs. Like it felt like it was so quick. It was just so quick. I'm laughing because that shit was hilarious to me. Like it was stupid. It was like yeah, I had to say something, dude. I had to. I couldn't fucking do it. I couldn't not do it. You know what I mean? I couldn't not do it. Let's see. Is this one? Which one was it that this broad was going ham in it? And she was like, um, nope, 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 nope. It's one of those fucking stupid ass study sessions that this broad, these motherfuckers were doing. It's so stupid. Um, um, so the police, the police. Is this one? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's find out. Mm. I know. I was watching it like a motherfucker. That shit was hilarious to me because I was acting stupid. She was like, um, Drinsky was acting like Drinsky was acting like she didn't have no goddamn sense, dude. When she did this, I was like, what are you doing? Like, who talks like that? Um, when you're addressing stuff like they're talking about the police, they're like, the morale, and all this shit. I was like, the fucking goddamn morale, like for real, like seriously, like the morale for real. That's what we're talking about, like, dude, all this shit. I'm like, oh my god, here we go. Okay, here we go. Hold on. It's this one. Is it? Yeah, you gotta hear the morale part. Subjective. Okay.
Feel like it's the wait time of the detention center.
there are problems in this entire system. And I think a part of it is the reports that are required to be filled out by the police officers. And we can say there's not been a wait longer than 8.
And we're gonna meet again on just this.
Right, and what we're all looking for is not just that, this isn't about pointing out that you're doing something wrong or you're doing something wrong. It's like, what are the challenges and how do we responsible for helping overcome those and how do we stream? But I think that hearing that from people who are actually run into, and some of them might be detention, the long.
I talked to him a little bit about it. It's like changed on the police side, property intake pieces,
Season proceed.
the detention workers are, that's what I would like to see.
Yep.
And if Pete needs
Started motion is to hit the police department. This is not necessarily as a group, but also.
And then one of the things that historically what we've done, if we have property, put it, we get our police officers back out on the road, and quite honestly, when sees Scott and his team.
if that is a need. But so I don't know if there's conflicting information there, but it's made pretty clear to Councilmembers Bonnick and I
What is needed. So we are meeting quarterly.
but that doesn't have to be the requirement.
No, I would say that the best practice, I think the personnel were actually, you got a good team that I think. I don't know how you're here. I went to JJ's last night and I couldn't.
Piece that involves any Aurora police officer, they need to be at the 1:30.
12-hour shifts for patrol for,
I think this is it.
a few months.
I think
So
this
we
is
will
it.
move on to 4B, public safety action plan update.
So item 1 is staffing. You have the numbers in front of you.
I think this is right here.
It is something that the chief and I have been talking very closely about. We're continuing to not only on the academy side, but just sort of monitor sort of in the field, the operations. We've now been on 12-hour shifts for patrol for, a few months. We're probably far enough into to be assessing how it's going. So those discussions are ongoing in terms of what that's looking like. You see the academy recruit numbers, and then you also see a list of the training that's going on. So any questions?
So I do have one thing. I was gonna wait till miscellaneous items, but with these 12-hour shifts, I know that I've mentioned this also before for our police officers, but we have got to find a way to start issuing court time, and that 1:30 court.
Our officer would be something, the defendant would come in like on a Monday.
If it's an officer that just is coming off of shift,
7 hours until they actually test.
left to the prosecution as to when that officer reports.
Look,
But the trials are docketed at 8 o'clock start to the prosecution as to when that officer reports. But the trials are docketed at 8 o'clock start. I mean, we have trials that.
Been up for 24 hours straight because of this court process. So we have to, but it needs, like, they need to be given a window come between.
2 then is crime stats. So word with the 2 exceptions of commercial burglaries and shoplifting.
Next week to really iron out the final start date or the official.
helping
offer
this one.
yesterday, the day before for our last clinician spot.
Oh, and so he will be working alongside.
That's
Not much more than what's on here. Just we had a busy May, 40 abatements. We had a new staff member start 2 weeks ago, and so he will be working alongside Bryce. This provides the ability to have.
What else we have? We're getting ready. We're organizing a promotional ceremony. We haven't done one.
So we'll start with fire since that's where you're ready to go. So
Yep.
Chief, any fire updates?
I have a feeling they're probably familiar with the project. It'll for the application to come application for them, and I think they've been a really fantastic. And then we've also kind of overseeing the abatement process.
Like, this is
Forward a proposal, and we don't have.
really
We're good
bad.
with that.
Be careful, Pete, we talked to about you first, Mark. We'll make sure that we, supplement.
Is this one? Maybe it's this one.
Next month, and then kind of moving forward, we'll have some
Theft. So that 4-week period, we had
We'll see how that even helps. Consultants coming here the first week of August, and really what the overall, I can't remember his name and his rank, but he was going.
Leftover funds. So we decided to prioritize retention with our clinicians by offering to work through that with leadership there. Thank you for asking.
Right here somewhere.
Next month, and then kind of moving forward, we'll have crime stats.
Image with the community and forgot about the officers.
Here you go. This is it. I found it right.
Yes and no. I mean, every leadership that we
This is it in the morale. Hey.
that's coming down is not.
There we go. Here we go.
That told you that he wanted to go try out another police department, but is willing to come back to Aurora if it doesn't work out. How do we even get there? That officers just want to go test out another department and then come back to us if necessary.
Well, specifically for him, this was something that he wanted, he had been interested in, prior to coming to the Aurora Police Department. And so when he said the Aurora Police Department hired him first. And so he wanted to, when he had the opportunity to be hired by them, he did take that opportunity. I don't know if I answered your question, I'm not sure, but.
So it's a niche agency, so this is not a traditional police department. We're trying not to get into the details about where he's going. But
Is this somebody that we put through the academy, or did you say he was a lateral?
Well, so he was, this particular person had been an officer with another agency prior to coming here in another state. And so he did go, if I'm not mistaken, he did go through the lateral class here for this.
So I know we've talked about in the past, and we specifically talked about this program that we're going to start up with CCA, and that is requiring, having requirements. You're not coming here and testing us out. That's not happening. So I
and make it seem like he was just when we hired him.
From Mark Sears, please, you're even better.
Morale in this police department
is
the lowest that I've ever seen. And the reason for that are for numerous reasons. And that is, we, first of all, lack foundation. We don't have a dedicated chief of police. Unfortunately, Chief Morris is also a interim chief, and it lacks the support for the men and women that are in the rank and file. The discipline that's coming down is not consistent. They feel that they don't have a level of support that is pushing them forward. There are decisions that are being made that are 25 years in law enforcement. I know the climate has changed. I get that.
See?
But the fact of the matter is that
you hear the tone?
When
you hear the tone, family? Listen to the tone, okay? This is what did it. This is what set it up.
And it lacks the support for the men and women that are in the rank and file. The discipline that's coming down is not consistent. They feel that they don't have a level of support that is pushing them forward. There are decisions that are being made that are 25 years in law enforcement. I know the climate has changed. I get that.
You hear the tone? You hear like the audacity that you're gonna punish us, you hear the tone, right? There's a tone right there. Pay attention, family.
But the fact of the matter is that when officers are held accountable, the punishment should fit the crime, and it's not doing that.
Well, keep in mind, he said the punishment should fit the crime, right?
No disrespect to people in this room, but I lack confidence when I have accused members that are sustained, and then they end up receiving some ridiculous punishment that terminates them, and they're
some ridiculous punishment that terminates them.
Scared. Police officers will run to gunfire, which makes us a little bit weird, right? We run towards gunfire. And we don't get afraid when we do that. But those
you hear the tone?
Those officers and the officers that we currently have in this police department are petrified of making a decision because they're afraid of what is going to happen to them that affects their lives and takes them away. That's the.
You hear the tone? They're afraid of what's going to happen to them. Like, what the fuck is going to happen to you? You're going to get fired. You're going to jail. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
The cold hard truth. That's exactly what it is. I'm very tuned in to the men and women in this police department, more so than anybody. And the morale has just sunk so bad because they're so scared to take action. Where I see them.
They're so scared to take action. That's not what it looks like outside. Like, what do you mean? What does that mean? Like, they're afraid to take action. Like, they don't have a problem shooting nobody. They don't have a problem pulling nobody over. They don't have a problem throwing anybody around. They don't have a problem hurting anybody in the fucking jail. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck they talking about? They're afraid to take action. You hear that? Like, oh, pity me. My little white tears matter.
Them hesitating when we're in forced review boards, which
Hesitate? Since when? Since when has motherfucking APD ever hesitated to do some fucking atrocity?
get them killed and not be able to go home with their families. That's the truth.
Get them killed and not be able to go home. I think they go home every time, right? When do they ever really not go home?
Does that have to do with state legislative?
Well, it's state legislation to a point, but what we have done over the time that legislation has been established has been able to adapt training that allows us to
Get a condescending topic year at the top.
fill what the state requires and still keep us safe. But when we have a command level that doesn't support that, where they formulate their own opinion on what they think is best, it actually puts us in a.
They formulate their own opinion to think is best. So APD is basically running themselves on their own fucking nonsense, which they've been doing for fucking decades.
Bad position, and it jeopardizes our safety. And I know that
it jeopardizes their safety when they're doing bad things.
It might not think that way from our command, but it is. And there has been a survey that most of you know that states how much the rank and file had the lack of confidence within the command. But nothing has changed. It's the same. It stays static. And then it just
That's on them. That's that good old boy shit.
it just starts getting worse when we start talking about this. And I'm not talking about discipline when I say, okay, you really screwed up, and they fall on their sword and they admit it. They're not getting a day off. They're not getting 2 days off. They're getting weeks at a time, if not being terminated.
And so so if you kill somebody, right? Then they're not expected to get in trouble. Then a couple weeks off and they go to jail, or what do you think is gonna happen? Like, what does he want to see happen?
And it drastically affects them moving forward if they want to go to a different department. They don't have the ability to do that.
No, you shouldn't be able to go. Look, you see this? There you go, the fast one.
Survey that most of you know that states how
he's talking insider baseball right there.
Much the rank and file had the lack of confidence within the command, but nothing has changed. It's the same. It stays static, and then it just starts getting worse when we start talking about this. And I'm not talking about discipline when I say, okay, you really screwed up, and they fall on their sword and they admit it. But they're not.
I would like to ask this dude, like, what does that mean? You really screwed up. What does really screwed up mean to them? Because I have a whole definition of what really screwed up means.
They're not getting 2 days off. They're getting weeks at a time, if not being terminated. And it drastically affects them.
Weeks at a time, if not being terminated, it drastically affects them.
Moving forward, if they want to go to a different department, they don't have the ability to do that. That is exactly what has happened. We can sugarcoat this as much as we want, but I'm telling you.
He's like, they're in control over there.
The reality is, and the cold hard truth.
My question is this the same type of leadership that we saw in 2020 and 2021?
See, this is Jurinsky putting her personal agenda with that lady, the other chief, the woman chief.
And a part of 2022 as far as discipline and what's happening to officers?
Yes and no. I mean, every leadership that.
See, he played into that, right? And he's gonna get his way. Watch how this happens. Watch how she talks. Listen to how she talks. Listen to how he's talking, and she's using her personal agenda.
We have has their thought processes
Without,
and what
all that shit had to do with her.
They do.
Her personal agenda
But
and wanting to push
it is. It's gotten back to 3.5 years ago, or for the past 3.5 years, we've been getting our butts kicked, and by everybody in the community, by the.
When you kill people, yeah, I'm sure.
Whether it's city management, whether it's our command staff, we're under microscopes constantly. So it is.
So they don't want to be under the microscope, right? Because obviously they're doing something bad. Says we're under the microscope. Goddamn right, man. You're supposed to. I mean,
it is very similar to the way that is, and there just hasn't been any light at the end of the tunnel for it.
I would like to know what kind of light he's thinking about.
So I guess to that, I would like to say that I asked a lot of the questions that I did because it's no secret that I talked to a lot of police officers and a lot of police officers talk to me.
Yeah, that's what I like to call. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and say it is. Yeah, you got me saying this little bedwitchy situation or what? No Karenosity, the caudacity of it all. Soldiers don't want to be held accountable. No, sir, they don't. No, they don't. This is what I was talking about. This is what set the fucking shit off. This is what set it off for me. Because this is what the fuck we're talking about, family. This is what the fuck we're talking about. I just was so amped up yesterday with my fucking excitement. I couldn't control myself. But this is what I was talking about. And it's going to get worse. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. To listen to the tone, she put in her own motherfucking agenda in there. She had a whole fucking agenda, right? They pushed this lady out. They pushed this chief out, right? Then they put this. They want the. Oh, you go ahead and kill some black person. It's okay. Take 2 days off. Matter of fact, let's just go put you over here in this other side of the jail, where nobody sees you for about a week, and we're gonna put you with this other guy. Blah 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 blah. Right? And it's okay. Go home and support your family. Fuck the fucking family you destroyed. Fuck the family you've been destroying while you're in jail, and you're over there fucking walking around the motherfucker, and you're harassing people, and you're doing the most in a 3-day fucking stint, man. Like, so just hear the so this is what started it. This is what did it for me. And it's good. Just pay attention. Let's carry on.
And the reason for the leadership change in this city.
Like, first of all, bitch, like, in my mind, I don't give a fuck what this broad is saying. Like, this fucking the Karenosity, the fucking caudaciousness of it all, the fucking the litter, the fucking riddled fucking white supremacist fucking talking points right here that's about to come out. The tone in it is fucking so disturbing. My ears want to bleed. It's like saying other words that start with B's that I don't say. You know what I mean? It's like that. Like, my ears feel like they're bleeding. Like, I feel like, oh my God, stop it, Pink Face, you're stupid. Right? And listen.
Was because we had a chief who was only focused on rebuilding our image with the community.
I'm just gonna make my face like that because I spent 43 years, but 37 of at least 37 in motherfucking Aurora, knowing that this is a reality.
And forgot about the officers within our community.
You can't forget about the motherfucking officers in Aurora, okay?
If police officers are continuing to be over-disciplined, if this is what is happening, if morale is at a lower place or as low, we had a chief who was
overly disciplined. How are they overly disciplined? Cause how are they overly disciplined? Cause, oh my God, we're overly disciplined fucking 1 to 2 weeks and you possibly got fired, baby. How is that overly fucking disciplined? You're afraid to do since when?
Only focused on rebuilding our image with the community.
So mad.
And forgot about the officers within our community.
Forgot about the officers. I don't think anybody forgot about this motherfucking oh my God, I don't think anybody's forgot about that.
If police officers are continuing to be over-disciplined, if this is what is happening, if morale is at a lower place or as low as it was in 2020, 2021, or the beginning of 2022, that is a major problem for me.
Major problem. Like, what you gonna do about it? like obviously we know how she's gonna go handle it. It's a major problem for her.
Major. If that is truly what is happening,
like,
and I believe.
Did you hear the tone? Did you hear it? Did you hear it, family? It sounded like a tear. Listen, white tears matter.
We had a chief who was only focused on rebuilding our image with the community and forgot about the officers within our community.
Nobody forget about.
If police officers are continuing to be over-disciplined, if this is what is happening, if morale is at a lower place or as low as it was in 2020, 2021, or the beginning of 2022, that is a major problem for me. Major. If that is truly what is happening.
Did you hear it? Did you hear the tone? Sound like she was gonna cry right there. They don't cry, family. Don't get it twisted. They don't. Tears don't come out.
And I believe it is. From everything I've heard and from all the conversations that I have. If you are not as committed to rebuilding our image with the community as you are to rebuilding the trust within the department, I don't care who it is in the chief's office, you can get the fuck out.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. You feel me, guys? Did you hear it? Did you hear the little motherfucking the tone of possible tear action? White tears matter, if that's what's happening. Bitch. Are you serious? Are you serious? She put her personal agenda. Like that's personal agenda. You know what I mean? But let's just go on and the dude watch, man. Oh God, like oh God, let me get back over there. Get back over there.
And that's where I'm at. Next item.
Item 2 on
and I guess she shut that down. Look, you don't even know where to go from there. Thank you, mother.
Item is crime stats. I think you've got the numbers in there. Any questions on item 2 crime stats?
Look at this shit. Weak ass motherfucking sorry ass Karen. Look at this shit. Sit here. Look. This is where we're going. Look, nobody has anything to say. She shut that down, huh? I guess she put it in. She put them in their place.
But we're still seeing a downward trend year to date. Things trend down. So updates.
Yeah. So that's a really big, exciting.
Basically, talking to these officers to make sure that we're trying to get a program, a mentorship program going with Buckley.
Yeah, good on that. Okay, so yeah. So you heard it right, where she was like,
major problem for me. Major. If that is truly what is happening, and I believe it is, from everything I've heard.
So when I said she didn't do her due diligence yesterday, that's what the fuck I was talking about. Right? That's what I was talking about. You didn't do your due diligence. You just went off the fucking on what the motherfucking old fucking racist ass motherfucking police officer said about his morale and his low swill of sperm count and shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh my test, where am I getting? You know, the punishment, it should fit the crime. Should it? Okay, so let's see if the punishment fits the crime. You kill somebody, right? You commit an act of fucking racial terrorism. Let's just go with that. So what do you think should happen? I mean, I have answers, right? So they just think this is a bad race soldier. You get back out there, you do. No, cuz, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Right? They're afraid. Since when are you afraid to fucking act on your fucking stupidity? Like, for real. Since when? Since fucking when? Never.
All the conversations that I have.
Life,
if you are not as committed to rebuilding our image with the community as you are to rebuilding the trust within the department, I don't care who it is in the chief's office, you can get the fuck out.
All right, so, granted, this motherfucker cuss like nobody's business, but yeah. She didn't even go in on the due diligence. She was just like, whatever he says.
And that's where I'm at.
And that's what led to the other shit that happened with the new shit, right? So I was like, oh, you just gonna go ahead and just go off of whatever the fuck he said. Those morale's low. Is morale low at your house too? Like, you stupid. You know what I mean? Like, this is stupid. Like, it's not to us. It's not stupid to us. But like for us, it's like, we've been saying it. Like, right? It's not stupid to us. Oh, so yesterday though, they thought it was they thought it was hilarious. They were like they were so busy to laugh about the shit that I was even talking about, right? They were laughing. Cool. Cool. Laugh all the fuck you want about this, right? Laugh all you fucking want, because when when uh a white lady says the same shit, right? They were so adamant to fucking hear it. They were like, okay. Well, we guess we gotta make changes and let's just do this and that. And that's how that motherfucking extra policing shit happened. Extra policing shit, right? Oh my god. Let's see the chaos everywhere. Hold on a second. Let me get over there real fast. Yeah, this all, I went off, obviously, because I didn't like that shit. I thought it was stupid. Um, I thought it was stupid, and if I could have to say so, I couldn't contain myself.
To reinstate its reserve police force. Now, the goal here is to address the department's police officer shortage by recruiting volunteers. Some people opposed to the idea say there needed to be more community input.
This ordinance really doesn't have the substance that's going to give the citizens of Aurora the confidence that we need a reserve police force.
You want to hire volunteer police police personnel to protect our city when we don't even have, when our paid police department still f***s up to this day.
Interim Police Chief Art Acevedo says this program will be measured and focused.
It's going to be a program that's going to give a lot to our community, but it's going to be a program that I think eventually will save lives.
Those in the reserve force, Aurora City Council.
That's okay. You know what I mean? Like, that was all right. I went in. I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, like that. Yeah, she's gonna just do whatever, right? That shit was fucking ridiculous. Like I said, when the white lady said something, they were not fucking they were not shy. They were not fucking shy to say, oh, okay, all right. You said they were not. They didn't. They were like, oh. This is me talking shit, but it's right here. Right here. This lady spoke. All of a sudden, it was a serious situation. There you go. I gotta stop right there, okay? Just because, she's on some other shit that, we were talking about the E5 or whatever, but she's not talking about that right now, so we'll just skip that part. All right. But, like, when I'm talking about that, right? I'm speaking, oh man. So she says the shit that I was saying, okay? Basically, I was just a little hyphy about the shit because that's just who I am. However, oh, the silence, they didn't kind of cut her off, and that was like easily 3 minutes, right? But when it comes to don't let the shade deflect the message, they were like, shut it off. Good, I'm glad you laughed because you did everything I fucking wanted you to do. When you get uncomfortable, you're showing your motherfucking ass. You know what I mean? You showed your motherfucking selves. You showed yourselves. You showed yourselves. And that's fucking amusing like a motherfucker to be. Petty like a petty. So yeah, of course. That's amusing like a motherfucker. It's gonna keep getting amusing to me. Like, it's gonna keep being fucking a situation with me like that. For real shit. It's gonna keep doing it because I'm not gonna stop. It's now a point of principle. What happened? Well, like with that right there, yeah. So they want to cut a motherfucker off. I hung up before they cut me off. I was like, oh no, you can wait your motherfucker to right. Here's the thing, family. You can't control me. You can't control me. You can't indoctrinate me. You can't get me to toe no lines. You can't get me to fucking simmer down. You can't get me to bow down. You can't get me to submit. And, yes, 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 yes. No. Oh, yes, Karen, whatever you say. No. No. Fuck no. Never in life will that ever fucking happen. I don't even submit to my own villain. And man, maybe I might submit to my villain because she's cute. She has fucking adorable little qualities when she's upset. However, it's my fucking villain. But you will never get me to fucking be indoctrinated and submit total motherfucking lines. Especially when it comes to this. Especially when I know better. You know what I mean? I've been in there. I know better. Speaking from personal motherfucking experience. Fucking in and out. I know better. Right? They profile me. They sit outside and profile me. They sit out in front of my building. Like all summer they were outside my building, 3 deep, 4 deep. You know what I mean? Politicking for no motherfucking reason. Why? To watch little Kenyan, Nigerian, and fucking Dominican children play all fucking day long in the beautiful fucking sun and have fun all day? Is that what we're patrolling that? They're not even like the oldest one was probably maybe 14. If that. You know what I mean? What are you really patrolling? Are you watching me and my younger brother share a Pepsi on the corner? You're trash. So when I see you and I tell you you're trash, you know it's for me. It's like it's personal. It's like, when I ride up on you, I'm like, you got nothing else going on. You're trash. Instead of doing something really, you're fucking trash. This is trash. I got no motherfucking respect. I never had no fucking respect. You can't have respect for the police when they arrest you. When you're a little kid. You know what I mean? You can't have respect for them when they abuse you when you're a little kid. You can't. Sorry, you just won't. You know what I mean? You can't. When they use their fucking privilege to fucking manhandle you. Or to get you to do whatever the fuck they want you to do, right? When you're a little fucking kid, right? A little kid, not even fucking teenager yet. So no, I got no motherfucking respect. You won't get me to have no motherfucking respect for them. They kill people. They abuse people. They profile people. They stop people for no motherfucking reason. You don't have to deal with it. You don't have to. Know your fucking, know your shit. You ain't got to. You ain't got to. You ain't got to. You ain't got to talk to. You got to answer. You ain't got to do nothing. Right? Just keep it pushing. And then they don't like it. So they don't like when I'm fucking Panther Cub will tell them straight to their face, what the fuck you profiling me for? You ain't got nothing else going on? There surely isn't anything you can be doing. You can't be saving nobody, you can't be helping anyone, you can't be doing anything positive, but you gotta stop and fuck with me. You gotta stop and fuck with people coming out of alleys, just driving down the fucking street and chase them 4 fucking blocks for no motherfucking reason other than their fucking car is blue. Right? That's it. That's what you're doing. That's what we're doing. Pulling over people while they're walking. Yeah, you're fucking trash. So you get told you're trash. Why? Who gives a fuck? What are they gonna do? All that can happen, right, is a motherfucker goes to jail and they get right back out. Why? Because you can't hold a motherfucker when they didn't do nothing wrong. Right? Maybe they got some pull. Maybe they got some avenues. Maybe they do some good ass shit in the city. Maybe they'll just get right the fuck back out. And then maybe you'll lose your motherfucking job because you did something fucking really wrong. Maybe you should be taxed. Why not? You know? What's wrong with that? I don't think there's a problem with me fucking wanting to tax the fuck out of the police and anybody in a fucking powerful position of fucking authority, especially medical, when they kill people in their ambulances. Fire department when they let people die in their house because they're towing lines. You know, oh, we couldn't get there. Since when? Since when? When they destroy a whole fucking truck from I watched them one time in the summertime take apart an F-150 on the street. A brother was driving a F-150. He had him and his 2 friends were in the car, in the truck. It was summertime. They pulled into like the little grocery store. They were going to go get sodas and shit, right? And like fucking 5 deep, fucking woo, right? It's the sound of the police, woo, right? And it pulled over. And they pulled him out of the fucking car and had him sitting on the fucking concrete, hot ass motherfucking concrete, right? And they stripped the fucking truck. They took the panels off. They took everything off the fucking truck. They took the seats out. They took everything out the inside of the fucking truck. They took the outside of the fucking truck apart. And these was like just sitting there at one point, just looking at each other and we're just like, and I'm cruising by like, this is fucked up. You're fucked up. This is wrong. Keep it moving. What? Keep what moving? You're doing something bad. Who said you're a fucking mechanic all of a sudden? Why would you do that? What the fuck did they do? They didn't do anything. You had fucking people standing on the corner. You had fucking people standing on the corner, right? Black people, women, children standing on the corner talking about leave them alone. Leave their fucking vehicle alone. They stripped their fucking vehicle to nothing. Didn't even put it back together. In fact, they called a fucking tow truck and arrested them for no motherfucking reason. Kept them in jail for like a fucking month. Stole all their shit out of their pockets. Okay? Everything they had on them. Like, don't try to have nothing nice, man, or care. Like, fucking phone, right? A little bit of money in your pocket, a little bit of jewelry that you don't fucking, earned from a regular fucking job. They were regular people, right? Stripped their fucking car, had all their work tools and everything out there. In the summertime, APD, right? APD. So, yeah, I seen that shit right there, by my house. So, yeah, no, fuck them. Fuck them. They arrest you, they book you in, they overcharge you, they fucking make you, they make you stay in there until you pay your fucking, your whatever, your booking fees or whatever. Nah, you can eat 2 dicks on Sunday for that. For me, like, I don't give a fuck. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like, if I think about when I go to jail, what are you gonna do when I go to jail? Nothing. I can get my message out anywhere. I'm loved, okay? Motherfuckers, I see everybody when I go in there. We politic while I'm crossing lines and going from here to there, here to there, here to there. They're fucking everywhere. I'm everywhere, okay? I know a lot of motherfuckers everywhere, okay? So you don't think I'm gonna be able to chop it up wherever I'm at inside, let alone get on a motherfucking phone and tell the good day the good word of the day on how they're fucking up? Right? I can't do. You think that I'm not? I won't be able to just do that? Come on, you won't be able to fucking contain it. What are they gonna do? What can you do? They're gonna give me a nice little fucking sleepy time fucking medicine that there's not a fucking drug you could pump in this body that's gonna make me go to sleep. Like, you see what I'm saying? Especially when I'm fucking angry. Especially when I'm fucking angry. What are you gonna do? I don't have to get loud. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Give me books to read. Let me go ahead and chop it up with my friends as we're crossing paths. While I'm sitting there watching the writ sales and booking and shit, doing fucking sign language, chopping it up. Who you talking to? No. Do you think we're worried? No. City council though should be worried. Why? Because it's a new fucking day. Hell yeah. No, I don't. It's a fucking new day. So when I said that yesterday, I was feeling myself. I was like, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Fuck you. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. Keep me in there for what? I love reading. I like taking naps. I like taking showers in public. What are you talking about? Nudity is fun. What are you saying? I don't really give a fuck. I have lots of friends up there. Everywhere I go, it doesn't fucking matter. Okay? And I do actual work in the city. What the fuck are you gonna do? Nothing. You're not gonna do shit. You just go to court. You're not gonna let me talk. You're not gonna let me make phone calls. Who do I want to call anyway? Do you know what I mean? If anything, I'm gonna get on a Skype visit for like 30 minutes. You don't think I know how to write letters? I don't know how to send kites. Come on now. I wouldn't know anybody like as sick as I've been my whole fucking life. You don't think I know any of the staff that works there? Especially in medical or fucking anywhere. I'm just not a social butterfly. Look at me. Fucking charming. Shh. I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? That should be worried. What the worst thing that could fucking happen is they knock a motherfucker off the map. So what if they do? Burn this motherfucker down. So what? Better to go for a real reason than to not, to not have something to stand on. I actually have something to stand on, so I'm not really tripping. Dude, is really gonna upset me. It's gonna be more motherfucking entertaining when I fucking go ahead and tell them what they do. So I would just stop. I don't like being profiled. I don't like being profiled when I'm sitting here sharing a Pepsi with my fucking brother. If I was doing other shit, maybe. But I was sharing a soda. Like, for fuck's sake, what the fuck are you up to? You know what I mean? Let's find out.
We out here.
Okay, so moving on. Different topic.
I guess you telling everybody what they wanted.
He's
a fucking idiot, you know?
I was gonna meet this, but I was having
Hey, word up, Rivero.
Hey, crackhead, you got some balls over that shit about the bowl leagues. Crackhead.
He's a fucking idiot, you know?
Outside of the I wanted to go, however, having and man, I threw so fit together, and then I just, oh god, it looked like water.
And knock on thousands upon thousands of doors. This is what you told me. I can't come to your businesses. This is what you also stated. You need a leader that actually believes in safety net for leadership across our city. That's the first piece. The second thing for us is safe within our homes that we need as elected officials to actually do the things that can ask for. So, for example,
Curtis Park, which I live in Whittier, I'm from Whittier. Curtis Park, they have done a lot of work within the parks where they live. They've made sure that they've worked with folks who have encamped in those parks previously.
So now,
make sure that those folks are actually working as part of the solution to reducing the amount of encampments, to actually build a community and building safety around parks for families to go there. They need for me as a city council person to support and back them up if those steps that they've taken for the last 4 years start to win.
So all these little white supremacist jabs, all these little fucking things that happen to us, that where we have to keep fucking reiterating who the fuck we are, what the fuck we're doing, it's repetitive. It seems kind of redundant, and it's almost stupid for us. Like, why do we keep doing it, right? Because, well, I'm amused, and I feel like, you know, Jesse and I, we worked really fucking hard for nothing, it seems like, but it wasn't for nothing. It was obviously for something, because here is what it led me to. It led me to this. Now, a win for Team Paris is a win by any means, right? So if I win the city council thing, it's a win for Team Paris. Goddamn right. You know what I mean? Don't let the shit fucking deflect the message. Me and him are on the same fucking goal. We are on the same fucking path. And we're fucking tired. We're so fucking tired. Ooh. Yeah, I saw that. We're tired because nobody fucking gave us the right dues, but they have something. They always want to fucking use something, right? And they don't want to do the right fucking shit. So when you gotta fucking get all up in their face and make them fucking understand, right? And it seems stupid, but it's not. It's not stupid to us, because we worked so fucking hard with nothing but us and by ourselves, and we were doing shit before anybody else was doing it. So when all this shit happens, yeah, we feel kind of slighted, because everybody thought this was fun and games when it comes to black people fucking making serious fucking statements, right? Jesse had a full fucking black agenda, you know, I know, because we worked together hard on it. I fucking wrote it with him. We did it together, and everybody thought it was a fucking joke that he couldn't have 300 motherfucking black cabinet people, that he couldn't do anything with just black people. He couldn't do for just black people. He just had to be in big. He had to do this. He had to submit. And he was not submitting. We were not gonna fucking bow down to any of that bullshit, because we had to stand on fucking principle. Why would, like, you should just do this, you should change this, you should look like this, you should appear like this, you should talk like this? Fuck no, man. That's the whole fucking principal point of all of this. The days of fucking selling out and cooning is fucking, it's a wrap. And I don't even think he's been that way, but I sure as fuck know I'm not that way. And if anything, for all this time of fucking hard work, education, codifying, and fucking reading and learning and re-educating and reprogramming myself, those days are over. I don't have broad and ambiguous fucking discussions anymore. I don't give a fuck how fucking fair you think I am. Okay? I don't give a fuck. We know it. We are at war. We know that it's black first, and that's the fucking thing that matters. We know what we're fighting for. We know the tangibles. We know about reparations, and we know what we're fucking gonna do. You're either getting on fucking board, or you're getting out the fucking way and hold your own motherfucking nuts. Seriously, right? Tangibles, and that's fucking anything. That's Mr. fucking Denver Black Tangibles right there, okay? And yeah, he's mad. I'm mad. He's mad. Should he let it go? Fuck no.
Safety goes many ways. I think the vocal pulpit as an elected official for me to say that I stand with our public safety folks, number one. Number two, I stand with the families and businesses within these communities, whether unhoused or housed, or small businesses. I stand with you and the solutions that you have been bringing forward over these years. And
look, first of all, this is Gay Black, okay? That's his name. That's his name from now on. Look, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Gay and Black is put his gayness before his blackness, and you know, when you're married to a white man and you do the white man thing, and you're just Gay and Black, and you high waters. This motherfucker right here was not on the reparations program. No, he wasn't, but he was adamantly invested in tearing down the woman that was his predecessor. Look, all I wanted her to do was stop talking about reparations because she was on a wave, and when this shit is going through, message boosting, whatever, for the new black media. We're the only ones other than Sister Vicky Dillard that's here in the city of Colorado, or in Colorado, Denver, Aurora, Colorado, whatever. That's the only codified, vigilant, fucking ready, fucking warrior, fucking that lady is so fucking intelligent. New black media, okay? That's the new black media. So we're message boosting in our city. So fucking what, right? However, we were not, and I said this, I was not gonna allow this the predecessor to go ahead and make a runoff in a wave, because reparations was making a wave after the California thing went down. And so they thought, after they mocked us about the fucking black agenda and talked shit and all this stuff and destroyed this whole fucking, they destroyed it for campaign on our chances. They don't want to admit it, but they did, right? They want to go ahead and call him and fucking try to steal off his brain some more, and he wasn't having it, and everybody wants to laugh, right? But it's not fucking funny to us. Well, everybody's over there fucking buck dancing and cooning it up and fucking, being ambiguous, using broad and ambiguous fucking terminology, fucking being inclusive, whoop-de-whoop-de-wham, right? We were serious, and we weren't gonna just put this fucking serious thing like reparations, the black agenda, anything in regards to the black agenda, anything black tangible for foundational black Americans in the hands of this lady. First of all, she's not FBA. She's not. She was on some old Latin shit. Even when she had a whole wife that was a sister, and she had another lady that was running with her as a sister. You know what I mean? Latin, whatever the fuck, right? Latin, black one day, Latin the next. Who gives a fuck? We weren't gonna do that because that's destroying every fucking thing that foundational black Americans has worked for fucking the last fucking couple of years. Hard. So we couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So yeah, somebody had to make, somebody like me and Jesse, well, because we didn't reach out to nobody and ask their fucking opinion, because we're just gonna take it into our own hands, just use logical fucking reasoning and brain sets, that we weren't gonna put it in the fucking hands of fucking somebody that, first of all, is not FBA and is not really invested in FBA things and want to give reparations to black and brown fucking communities. No, it's not a black and nothing fucking thing. Seriously. So no, we weren't gonna do it. So I rode this motherfucking helmet. I said, I'm sick of your fucking battleship, and that's what I did. I just wanted that part to not continue, because I didn't think that you don't do that. No, fuck no. That shit had me irate. Everything else, she did the work of the people to an extent. But when it came to black people, again, you only want to take care of black people when it's convenient, or you're photo opping, or you're doing something, like that. But you're not that truly invested. So I felt like, no. Jesse felt like that. And when they wanted to sponge off his motherfucking brain, he wasn't having it. Especially the day that this happened. Motherfuckers were saying the worst shit. They were doing the fucking worst shit. They were doing study sessions with white people. They had a whole fucking study session. She was I'm taking this back up to, work with my colleagues. No, the fuck you're not. No, the fuck you're not. Not on my watch, not on his watch. And until somebody fucking better comes along, that's just the way it has to be. Like I said, there's no political fucking FBA person here in the city that is actually 100% motherfucking codified. Is gonna stay on it. It's not gonna fucking toe no lines or fucking switch up or fucking, okay, let's just ride for the up Asian community, Hispanic community. Let's just do this for this, and let's just be LGBTQ-ish and blah blah blah, and whoopty wham and blah 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 blah. Fuck you, Jesse Paris, and fuck you, Brandy Marie. We don't like you any motherfucking way. You two are fucking you two are a fucking menace. Just like the Mayor Hancock has said, we're not gonna let you two divide the fucking city. We weren't really trying to. We were just trying to prove a motherfucking point. However, we're gonna just let it go in the hands of a motherfucking off-brand. So those motherfuckers just ride off and still. Yes. Yep. Go ahead, Jesse. Let me put Jesse's shit up real fast. Right. Right. That's right. So this is what he's talking about. It's frustrating to hear your talking points and platform coming from white men. Yes, goddamn it, that's what I'm talking about. So so are we petty? Fuck yeah, I'm just not gonna stop. Am I amused? Jesse's mind not so amused. Am I amused? Yes. Is this war to me? Yes. Is this a game of war? Yes. Is the strategy fucking clear for Brandy? Very. Am I amused by it? Truly. Right? Am I gonna make them show their fucking ass like we do with every fucking suspected or actual supremacist? Within 30 minutes, we got them calling us the N-word. Right? Or definitely, even when it comes to our own, they gotta call us. I even say it's a bad C word now, because you just don't ever call us. Don't call us no coons and any of that shit, right? That's what we do to you. You know what I mean? We don't dap and kick it with coons, coonstresses. We don't do any of that shit. No, you don't get to call us that, because we read. We're reading. We're on fucking point. Everything that I'm saying is because there's a fucking weekend fucking podcast diet, and during the week a fucking actual fucking Black empowerment podcasting going on in these brains. So what we're doing is fucking serious. We're paying attention. We're watching. So why would we submit something so valuable and so vital to foundational Black Americans by just putting it in the hands of fucking Hispanic you're Hispanic 1 minute and indigenous the next? What the fuck does that mean, right? Or you got these broads saying they're people of color, women of color. What the fuck is that? Are you Black or you're not? Right? What do the white people think you are? I can answer this question all by myself, right? I can answer this question for my whole motherfucking life, what they think when they look at me. I can even answer this question, what people assume when they see me. Like today on the bus, I had a whole dialogue with a sister today. A whole fucking dialogue with a sister today, because an immigrant woman asked me something, right? And I didn't even I don't even speak Spanish that much. Why? Because I feel like you need to learn on your own. It builds character, okay? You come here, you need to learn the fucking rules, right? I'm from here. So speaking another motherfucking language, it's whatever to me. I watch TV. It's there. I didn't come from nowhere else. I'm from here. I'm from the soil, okay? Here, the United States. Here. Okay, not Denver, California. I'm from here, okay? My people are from here. You dig? So when you ask me, first of all, when you look at me and they assume I'm Spanish, I only answered her question because she was fucking confusing the bus driver who was a brother. And I was like, look, man, you gotta stay on the bus for like 30 more minutes. Then I had a whole dialogue with the sister. She's like, oh, so you speak Spanish? Look, I spoke Spanish because I learned it I was 16 fucking years old. I barely speak it because I don't think I should have to. Why? Because I'm from America. I'm from the soil. You come here, learn the motherfucking language, learn the rules like every other motherfucker. No free passes, man, right? No free passes. So I answered her question. Me and her having a whole dialogue, and she was like, "But you look, but I look like what?" Like that. And I told her, I said, "I look like what? Racially ambiguous? Is that what we're gonna go with?" I said, I get that a lot. I said, "But it's black first right here. Black first. But black and what? Does it matter? Like, does it matter? It shouldn't matter, right? Just because I'm not as melanated, but I'm black first." But you see, I also speak a little of this, speak a little Swahili, just a little bit. I speak a little French. I also speak Pig Latin and 2 motherfucking different types of dialect. I speak Ebonics. What else do you want me to speak? I speak fucking English, which I don't even think is my English isn't my first language. French is. You see what I'm saying? What the fuck you talking about? But I wasn't being disrespectful. I was just like, it's an assumption. That's why she assumed that I spoke Spanish. I only answered her question because she was confusing the bus driver, and I'm getting off on Clinton. Like, you see what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Then she said, "All right, sister. Yeah, all right, cool. You have a beautiful day too." And I told the brother thanks, and I trade up. Simple as that. We were on a bus with 37 fucking immigrants, and there's only 4 black people, myself included. 4. That's it. They took over the whole fucking bus, loud, laughing, giggling, fucking everything. And this sister was trying to talk to one of the children, right? And I was like, I said, you have to understand that it behooves us to learn every language because we're from here. She said, why? So we know when they're talking about us, like they're doing in the back. You see what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Oh, let's get hip to this shit right now. You know what I mean? Let's get hip to it. What are they saying? What does it matter? What are they talking about us? Let's just leave them the fuck alone. You know what I mean? I answered the fucking question, and that was that. Oh, yeah. I got mad. I'm not mad, but I got mad. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of mad because when people see me, it's an assumption. Like just like I was at the hospital, right? This lady asked me, what is my race by blood? That's not racist, right? I said, what do you think it is? Like that. I just answered just like that. What do you think it is? You know? She's like, you're Hispanic. No. I'm glad you think so, but no. Because let me tell you that they don't respond to me either. They only talk to me or they ask me questions because they're fucking lost. Or they want something. They don't talk to me because they're trying to be sociable. Right? Come on now. What is my race by blood? That's how we talk to people now, right? Right. Very multilingual, right? So I feel like you have to be for the simple fact that they don't talk about us. You know what I mean? Because they were. And it just happened to be hip to this shit. Thank me. Okay? Thank me. Instead of fucking being an ass about it. Just thank me. Shit, I'm doing us a favor. You know? And keep providing a little education. I said it ain't shit to fucking watch television for 2 hours a day. That's how I learned. I'm from the soil. You see? I didn't tether in. I'm not anchored. I'm from the soil. You get it? I didn't have to come in speaking something else. Born here, right? Born. My people are born here. That's the fucking point of the whole situation. Because when people ask me that stupidity, yeah, I'm gonna get fucking pissed. You think when the police look at me, do you think that they think that I'm Hispanic or white? No. Okay, they don't. They treat me very ugly, right? Very ugly. They don't mind putting their motherfucking hands on me and telling me this ain't LA. Okay, that's always been that. They don't mind that. Do you think the indigenous people, right, the alleged Indians, natives, whatever, treat me like I'm one of them? Ask Jesse. Our friends that are, they still look at me for like 20 minutes before they even want to talk to me because I'm not one of them. So no. But I was like, yeah, you think I want to go back to that motherfucking racist spot? First of all, no, I don't give a fuck how sick I am. No. Who asks questions like that? Who asks anybody that? What is your
I will work with the mayor's office to execute on the will that you and your family put forward for me over the last week.
Obviously that
Thank you. That question was from Brandy McMichaels. If you want to raise your hand, Brandy. There she is, right over there. Thank you for asking that.
Just two things. One is that people should not have encampments outside of their houses or outside of their businesses. That is thief. And what we've seen is much different success in these settings. What we see right now in encampments, I'll give you an example, which is there's a partnership we entered into multiple years ago with those issues make harder the rest of the things.
I don't like Darryl Watson.
Including the round of submitted questions. I want to reiterate, though, that we have all your contact information, and the mayor's office will be responding to all of you regarding your questions. So please know that. We are now going to open this section up for volunteer questions. How this is going to work is a little tricky. I apologize. Due to the mic situation, we're going to have to come over to me. Come over.
Prime indication of that, right? And I'm not even tripping. Like that.
Okay. All you have to do is come over to me when you are tagged by Jay. So if you have a question, please raise your hand. Jay will send you over to me, and you can ask your question here on the mic. Okay, my apologies. We're gonna do our best. We apologize.
The moment you start,
okay, we have our first question. I wish I could come to you. I apologize. I'm standing in a perfect spot. I'm not moving.
To do anything. Or I had a motherfucking privilege pass.
My question is, of course, you know, because I'm actually on the street with the homeless and doing various things in the community. It's that question that's part of the moving pieces. I want to know when somebody's going to go to the hospitals, talk to the doctors that are writing the prescriptions to facilitate bad behavior.
Initial steps, I think it's he overdosed in his car on fentanyl right in front of his business.
What they know about that? Look.
Just we cannot concentrate need in one neighborhood in the city and expect for this neighborhood to not discovered.
Right, thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Councilman Watson. My understanding is there's a moratorium or a pause on encampment cleanups for the next 6 months. And, you know, the residents and business owners, the only relief we have had during this crisis is that at least we can count on every once in a while there'll be a cleanup in our neighborhood or in front of our business. And that was the only relief we had. Now my understanding is that's going to be put on pause for the next 6 months. My question to you is, how are you going to protect the residents with an encampment in front of the house? How are you going to protect a business that has customers scared away from their business?
Our team evaluates that. They bring workers like the folks in this room. Those risks are significant.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I'll be quick. And I know, Sarah, you've asked that question a few times, and I want to be clear. Anyone in this room, whether you live in District 9 or not, if you are seeing within an encampment behaviors or anything that is impacting you individually, that folks who are living in encampments are impacted by, or impacting your business, please contact my office. We are not. There is not a.
Oh my God, are you serious? Cause he's talking about snitching. Oh my God, is he serious? Is he serious? Man, I hope you didn't fall asleep. That's prime fucking conversation right there. Snitch me out. Oh God, let's snitch me out. All right.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council Member. So now we'll move to the closing remarks, and so I will turn it over to
Councilman this. It is also not an unsolvable problem, and it is not an easily accessed thing. Yes, we gotta do that for firefighters and for teachers and for cops and for servers in the city that are worse than us are San Jose, our San Francisco, our Los Angeles. It's also a crisis when you have a downtown where people do not feel comfortable living.
Are you serious?
And we can be a good city. We can build great ships.
And
the waves get high enough and the winds get strong enough, you go looking for a harbor.
Oh my God.
But you brothers in Park Hill need to organize.
I don't have your number. That's the thing. I don't have your number. Can I grab your number? Can you text me, please?
denvergov.org/house1000.
Thank you. Good time. Whenever.
And if there are other questions to be asked, feel free to get on the QR code and you can ask additional questions. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to grab these.
Yeah, we got to run.
Yes.
What did you think?
How are you? Secret dreams again. We can be a great.
Thank you, everybody. Thank Pastor B and the crew for having us here. And most importantly, thank all of you. Just give yourselves a round of applause.
That's my job, man.
So this concludes
the house, man. I house 8 people by myself.
like the
With
mayor
no
said,
service
Councilmember said,
providers. And
the
you know
work
I've been on
starts
house
now,
for
so
almost
it
over
takes
a
all of us.
decade. What
Also
are you
want
going
to
to do to
announce
make sure that people remain
that we
permanently
will have another
housed?
town hall
We're going to
tomorrow
build more
evening,
permanent supportive
and
housing
this
to make
is
sure
in
this will
Once they're
Councilwoman
housed, though,
Sandoval's
what are you going to do to make sure
district,
that they're stably
at 6
housed?
p.m. And it's at the Kim Robards Dance Venue,
Call me.
1755 West 48th
Get my
Avenue.
number, man.
You can
You know
also
who I
find
am.
information if you go to
I don't have your number. That's the thing. I don't have your number. Can I grab your number? Can you text me, please?
denvergov.org/house1000.
Thank you. Good time. Whenever.
And if there are other questions to be asked, feel free to get on the QR code and you can ask additional questions. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to grab these.
Yeah, we got to run.
Yes.
What did you think?
How are you? Ain't no point in having no hurt feelings. You know how politics.
Get on the QR code.
What did you think?
How are you?
Man, it's frustrating to hear your talking points that you ran on being used.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I told you this a long time ago. You need to organize. All right? You need to organize in brothers in Park Hill because the housing is already there. We've already bought that hotel, Fusion. They're going to do it like they did the Fusion. But you brothers in Park Hill need to organize and talk. Ain't no point in having no hurt feelings. You know how politics is. If it's your idea, if it's your talking points, build it up. You organize them brothers in Park Hill, they're going to get into it. Them OGs. All right? It's easy to do. Call a meeting and do it. Just do it. And I noticed too that none of these guys have any of our people on there. They're a little younger. But
Can you drop me off?
yeah, I got
Start.
Some pizza, if you guys are.
To leave now.
All right, cuz I don't, man, Lamone, I done lost motherfucking respect. I done lost respect, Lamone. Man, I done lost so much. Man, Lamone, Lamone, I done lost respect. I done lost respect. Let me just say this real quick. I done lost respect. I done lost respect. Man, I'm about to say so. Oh my God, I gotta calm down. I done lost respect. Let me put it this way, okay? I done lost motherfucking respect. I done lost it. I done lost motherfucking respect. I done lost respect. Let me say why I've lost respect. I lost motherfucking respect. Lamone, hey, not take it personal. Like, are you serious? What? No. Organize. Like we were saying about earlier on Shabaka's show, we can't save everybody. Motherfuckers, some people just don't want to be helped, right? And yeah, that was some major motherfucking cock blocking right there, cuz. Like real shit, that was some major fucking cock blocking. Like that, we gotta move around. Go ahead, and like, and you're stuck with like no words, right? Okay, so you're stuck with no words. Okay, and you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do? No. Technicalities. I done lost motherfucking respect. No. Matter of fact, I don't even. Matter of fact, we'll chop it up later about this. I done lost motherfucking respect. Like, you see what city we live in, right? Do you think how hard do you think it was to have anybody fucking talk to us about this motherfucking anything during his campaign without trying to change? Where was everybody, right? Oh, everybody has ideas. We all have fucking ideas, right? No, nobody was around. No, there isn't anything. You can't. Yeah, no. I'll say this. I don't lost respect. There you go. That's what need to happen. The respect has diminished for a quick moment. I don't know how you're gonna get that back. Like, there you go. There's the answer right there. I said it for you. It's so easy for everybody to say, right? But no one was there. No one was trying. Nobody even wanted to. And when they did, it was very far and few between. Like, there was not a big motherfucking support system. Like, even like, look what the fuck I'm doing. No support system. I can't even launch my motherfucking shit. Do I care? Maybe a little bit, maybe not. Maybe I'll find a way, like we did. You know what I mean? We had a whole like, you talk about grassroots and not fucking and the struggle is motherfucking real the whole time, and it's okay. It builds character. But don't, when a motherfucker succeeds, don't come back. Don't say a motherfucking thing. Don't say a fucking thing when a motherfucker succeeds. So what? If that's the case, then you would think that there would be something different now that would happen. Okay? So what? A little late, right? So what? Just say this. I'm gonna say this. When a motherfucker succeeds, right? When a motherfucker succeeds, don't ask for shit. Don't come around. Don't come around. Cause we ain't gonna know you. A win by any means with the power couple of fucking Team Paris, Team Majors, is a win on both ends for either one of us, right? And this just right now, right? But when a motherfucker succeeds by doing what the fuck they said they're gonna do, and trying fucking just doing the fucking work, regardless, don't fucking ask for a motherfucking thing because there's nothing available to you. Seriously. And Team Paris, Team Majors, well, Team Majors definitely sinks battleships and not give a fuck. I don't have no feelings about nothing. So, yeah, no. When a motherfucker succeeds, don't ask for a motherfucking thing. When a motherfucker succeeds, because a motherfucker will succeed, one way or the other. We're gonna succeed, one way or the other. Right? It's look, one way or the other, we're gonna succeed. Don't ask for a motherfucking thing though, because you won't get it. You get no love. You get treated like them. Because this is what happens. This is the fucking consequence. And we'll succeed. I feel that motherfucking confident. One way or the fucking other. Whether it be this year or 2 years from now, or 4 years from now. So we're gonna succeed. Don't ask for a fucking thing. Patience is a motherfucking virtue. And politics is cold. Very fucking cold. And you're playing, like they're playing with the right ones. It's definitely right here. This all day with fun and games and motherfucking entertainment. Just bring it. You know what I mean? Don't ask for nothing. No tangibles for you. For everybody that's so disrespectful, right? Everybody just looked out for themselves and didn't give a fuck, right? Didn't care who the fuck they hurt or how they talk to anyone, or even not even fucking remotely consoling or fucking anything. Don't ask for a fucking thing, because you get nothing. Even if he succeeds, right? Say I don't, and he says I won't allow him to give you nothing. Just on general principle, because that's how looks are. Principle. No, I won't even allow it. Why? Because I won't. Because I watched it happen. My own motherfucking eyes. I watched it happen. The fucking breakdown was real for us. The shit is fucking upsetting to us. Why? Why is feel like we're the only motherfuckers wanting to save shit, you know what I mean? Fix it, make it better. Then you want to stand in the fucking way? Get the fuck out the way. One of us is gonna succeed. That's what happens when you have a power team. One of us will succeed. And it's a succeed for both. All ultimately for the greater fucking good, right? Don't fucking ask for a motherfucking thing. Everybody, don't. Just hear me out. You get no motherfucking tangibles. You get no motherfucking nothing. On principle, if he succeeds, I won't allow him to give you shit. I succeed, don't even ask me. Because you never had no motherfucking love for the over here. I mean, shit. Been hating motherfuckers since I came out. I don't even need validation. I know who the fuck I am. Came out popping, cracking, I'm fucking the shit. I don't need nobody to fucking tell me anything about me. I'm definitely gonna tell you though. You get nothing from out of this. No fucking tangibles. Don't ask for a fucking thing. You want to get you something? I won't allow it. I'll purposely fucking seek that shit. Because I watched it. We watched it. We lived it. We went through it. We dealt with it. We deal with it. Still. Right? It's still fucking relevant. And it's all fun and games when everybody wants to sit there and fucking talk shit and laugh, right? Right? Just keep in mind, this motherfucker taking notes. You get nothing. Nothing. So when we succeed, you'll get nothing. Don't ask. Just watch from the sidelines like you've been doing. Watch from the sidelines. Continue to hate on us. Continue to fucking belittle and then drag and fucking laugh and giggle. It's all fucking fun and games until a motherfucker succeeds. I'm that confident. That fucking confident. As long as I'm breathing, I'm that motherfucking confident. So till one of us succeeds, get nothing. When we do succeed, don't ask for a fucking thing. Tangibles? What's that for you? Go ask them. Been on the plantation so long, you should know how to ask them. Yeah, I'm saying that. Go ask them. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to make all your motherfucking dreams come true like they've been doing. You know what I mean? I'm sure this whole time you've had a fucking plethora of fucking good life. Don't ask over here though. Don't ask. Don't fucking ask. I'm serious. I see motherfucking battleships and I say no. I tell him no. I'm gonna make sure it don't happen. I'll do it on purpose. Just to see you not have it. Because you don't believe you just fucking had no fucking mustard seed of fucking faith. I said you want to fucking, everybody wants to have a fucking opinion, but nobody wants to fucking be supportive or fucking help. Everyone wants to tell you what the fuck to do, but nobody wants to do anything. Right? So when a motherfucker succeeds, don't ask for a fucking thing. Especially over here, on this side, on this motherfucker right here, you'll get nothing. On general principle. Hold your motherfucking own nuts. Go back to where you go back. Ask them. They love the fucking plantation so much. Go ahead. You don't want to fucking fight for your own fucking freedom, liberties, and fucking empowerment? Fine. Stay over there. Hold your motherfucking own nuts. Get nothing over here. Him, I'll make sure I'm gonna do it on purpose, on general principle. No. Just because I watched. We went through it together. We went through something fucking ugly. While it's fucking fun and games and everybody thought it's funny to laugh at something so fucking serious. Like not being murdered. Not being abused. Not being fucking terrorized. Right? That's so fucking funny. To not be able to fucking live. Feed yourself. House yourself, right? Be treated like a motherfucking criminal? Huh? That's so fucking amusing to everybody? Then you get nothing. No fucking tangibles over here with us. Everybody else? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Of course, we're writing this motherfucking shit. We're taking major motherfucking note. And this one right here, me? Nah, I ain't fucking passive at all. I stand on motherfucking straight principle and I'm a principle. No. Nothing. Don't ask for a motherfucking thing. Don't ask for a motherfucking thing. You know who gets something from the fucking the win of us? Is the motherfuckers that there's very few that support us through that. They can have all the motherfucking wins. That's on me. That's on me. That's on my word, on my fucking nobility. That's on me. You can have whatever the fuck you want just because you were there. You feel me? There was very small, maybe 20 motherfuckers, if that. Okay? You can have all the motherfucking wins. That's on me. That's on my motherfucking nobility. That's on my word. You can have whatever the fuck you want. General principle. Tangibles? Yep. Anything you want. Yep. Thank you. Yes, you support us. Thank you for being a moral support. Thank you for being there. Thank you. Yeah, you can have tangibles. You can have whatever the fuck you want. But everybody else, eat 2 dicks on Wednesday. Get nothing over here. Don't ask for shit. Because we're taking note. We kept count. Everybody who try to steal from us, laugh. It's funny. This is funny. I'm glad you're amused. What's more amusing, though, is when we succeed. Huh. You ain't lying. That's the whole reason I don't want to take no money. Whole motherfucking reason right there. Fuck the money. It didn't go. What the fuck they do with all of it anyway, right? It's not going to anything fucking serious value that like we need, right? Me and him still gotta fucking fight for shit, right? But this is so fucking amusing, right? So when we win, because it will win, we will succeed. Don't ask for a motherfucking thing. And everybody who did help us, the small 20, maybe, let's be generous, 25. You can have whatever you want on me, on my nobility, on my motherfucking word. And my word is good. That's all I have. That's all I have in this world. My motherfucking word. I give you my word. You can have anything you want. Tangibles? Yeah. Yep. Tangibles. You sure can. What can I do for you? Yeah. Let me help you. Whatever you want. Yeah. Let's make a plan. That's on me. That's on my word. They slide in. Oh, Jesse, now that you succeeded, won't you help a motherfucker out? No. Only help that goes to motherfuckers is the ones that were there and actually went through the shit with us. Fucking saw everything. Saw everything. Okay? This motherfucker cried on camera. Devastating, right? Now look, right? I was moved and inspired. I'm for City Council in Aurora. Because I live right here. Moved and inspired. On my word, though, we will succeed. One way or the other. Patience is a motherfucking virtue. Strategy? Everybody else, hold your own fucking nuts. You've been doing this for so long. That's all you know how to do. Yeah, we support whatever you want. That's on me. I give you my word. I give you my word. That's all I have. That's all I've ever had in my motherfucking life. Worth more than fucking anything. My word. When I say I'm gonna do it, do it. Give you my word. So yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. That's it. Everybody else, oh, you should just do this. You should do. No. What is doing everything that everybody want? All those motherfuckers wanted. What has it ever got anybody? Nothing. So you look like everybody else and you sound like everyone else. Might as well just jump off the bridge too. No. Not here. Not on this side of Team Paris. Okay. I have to separate that because we're two separate individuals, and that is not. You know what I mean? It's what you would consider reckless and wild on this side. There's something else over here. You just don't sleep on it. You know what I mean? And him is like structured. Okay. Think about it. Think long and hard about it. But I promise you, we will succeed. One way or the fucking other. And when we do, go back, go where you're comfortable. Drink the mighty water like you've been doing. There's no saving you. You had your chance. Like, we've tried. Like, you can't save everybody. I've been saying that all day. Can't save everybody. Can't lead you to the water. I can't lead you to the water, silly duck. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm already at the water. What I look like going back for you, and you don't want to come to the water. You just want to stay and hold me up. Nah. Hold yourself back. Not holding me back. I'm going to give you a cocky little moment right there. I don't need nobody to validate me. I know who this motherfucker is. So is it, oh, man, the day. I'm really trippy if anybody likes me or anything. You're not supposed to like me. You're supposed to feel adequately uncomfortable around me, because that's way you know that there's not going to be any fucking foolery happening, right? That's part of the reason why in the very beginning when me and Jesse were just chilling, dude. Just chilling. I was telling them motherfucking jokes and motherfucking people were so fucking upset because they thought I was sharing fucking grandiose secrets. If anything, I probably told them like maybe 6 fucking things just to look at, right? 6, maybe 7, just to, hey, you see that? You see that? But 95% of the time, I was telling them fucking jokes. I was trying to make him laugh because he was wearing fucking sunglasses and we were giggling, right? I was trying to make him giggle, but they were so fucking threatened by that they had it. You can't be in these meetings, Brandy. Oh, fucking scary ass, pussy-fied motherfuckers. because I want to tell them funny ass jokes. I'm telling them jokes. Some of them were kind of funny, you know what I mean? And he had a mask on and everything. You couldn't see him laughing because I could see him laughing because because me and him were laughing through those fucking sunglasses. But if you were looking at it, you would think they thought I was telling them those fucking grandiose secrets like those, like fucking just look. If you're committing fucking tomfoolery, and a motherfucker saw you do it, and it's a hit. You saw that, right? Yeah, that's some bullshit right there. And that would have been telling jokes, and you felt insecure. That's your problem, huh? That's your fucking problem, you old stupid face. Right? Brady can't be here. You can't bring Brady these little fucking secret fucking meetings where we're trying to talk shit behind your back and do fucking other shit. Okay, what? Because I said, hey man, it was a secret fucking behind the scenes fucking meetings that they don't involve black people, but they want to talk about black people all the time, but they don't involve the black people, especially right there when they're trying to rip black people off. Make it make sense. And it went on telling a fucking joke after that, right? There's no pulling wool over a motherfucking cognizant person. You know what I mean? That's aware. Do you see what I'm saying? If I'm telling a motherfucker a joke, you felt like some other way, then you're just fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Or if I beat him or fucking, it's aware as like the couple, right? They're on some racist shit, right? They're always on some shit, right? So what? You're welcome, right? You're welcome. Oh, they're always calling out racist shit. Yeah, you're welcome. No supremacy pass is given. You jealous? Find a motherfucker that you can do that with. Right? Oh God, man, them two are together, and it's like tag teaming the motherfucking with the fucking racism, and they're just back and forth, like ping pong with a motherfucking mouse, a fucking racist mouse. How is that our fault? Like, are you serious? How is this our fault? We're just doing what comes naturally to us. This is before all the fucking re-education, okay? I was doing this shit before the re-education. Before you read this book, and I read it like fucking 2 hours. You see what I'm saying? Read this book, do this, watch this, listen to this. Then I was already hip to. You see what I'm saying? I've been on this program. So, like, are you mad? Like, what are you mad about? Like, man, he was his own force before that. Like, he was his own force. I used to be like, well, now, yes, you only protect property, cuz. Like, you know that? He was his own person. I was doing my own shit. I've been doing my own shit since I fucking popped out the motherfucking womb. You mind I'm older. You know what I mean? So what? Oh man, it's racist. That couple right there, they don't know how to behave themselves. They're just too racial. Everything's racist with them too. It's true. It's not like we're lying. It's not like it's a lie that everything's fucking racist. It's not like it's a lie, right? Oh, you can't just don't hang out with Brandy because Brandy bad. That's bad influence. Fucking light skinned motherfucking. So, what you mad about? What you mad about? I'm entertaining. I've been entertaining motherfuckers since I came out. What you mad about? Because I'm what? Would it make a difference how I appeared? No, I'm just in my avatar right now. Just enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. I'm almost at the end of it. You feel me? So what is? Oh man, here they go. We can't even go in certain chat rooms because it's like bad. Like I'm saying, like we're playing fucking ping pong with racist mice, just batting them like bang, 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 back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? Right? So, what are they really upset about, though? This is it. This is what we've been doing. Like, this has been like this since since me and him. Since me and him, this is natural. Like, before the re-education and shit, it was like this. Okay, so motherfuckers, Brandy and Brandy and Brandy, right? And you, Jesse Paris and Brandy, right? Brandy really was just telling him jokes. I swear to God, for the most part, I was just telling him jokes. Okay, I probably said like maybe 7 things, 6 things. Probably pointed out the obvious, which was obvious. I mean, because nothing is like covert when they're doing it obviously, right? Right? So, right? Just be serious about the shit. So most of the time, I was trying to tell him jokes, and I was trying to make him laugh. Dude, I'm an Aries. That's a Capricorn. You know how fucking hard it is for me to make him laugh? Hard. I don't know how fucking the fucking anchor man makes him laugh. Everybody can make Jesse laugh but me. Right? So it's a personal motherfucking challenge. I was challenged. And fucking at the time when this was going on, Jerry was cooking, he was doing all kinds of Jerry would have these little racist rants during dinner time. And they were the best because he's always had these little racist rants, right? And especially when he got mad. So I was telling Jesse stories of funny shit. And plus, I'm fucking loved, man. A lot of motherfuckers love me. So I was chopping it up and making him laugh. I was trying to make him laugh. Yeah, no, we can't. We can't be in the same room together. So sometimes I just don't even go in there because the numbers will dwindle down. They'll start like real high. As soon as me and Jesse go in there, the numbers will come down to like 12. Why? Because they already know. Motherfuckers know how we get down. It's clear. Like, there's no sliding around. It's clear how me and him get down. Oh, man. It's very fucking clear. Motherfucker, man, guess it's time to go. I guess so. Peace. Bye, bitch. Bye. Sorry. Not sorry. I guess you can't pull that bullshit you've been trying to pull all this time. God. Hey, catch me when I'm not in here. You know what I mean? Oh, or me like making faces and fucking. Sometimes I just throw avatars up there just to fucking make faces. You know what I mean? Or I just hit them because motherfuckers think I'm stupid all the time. They just think I'm so fucking ignorant. I just hit them with all kind of fucking hot, crazy fucking lines, bars on a regular, right? We have to say which one of us is the problem out of the couple. I can't say it's either of us. I have to say it's everybody else. Right? Because we're just doing what's natural to us. Like, in real shit, I don't think he's been any other way. Like, yeah, I could prophesize that Jesse Paris has been the same motherfucker since day one. Me, I've been doing the same shit since day one. Now I'm just more codified. Read. Educated. Read. Knowledgeable. A little bit. You know what I mean? And I kicked out this fucking mixed fucking confusion that was fucking terrorizing my motherfucking life because it was confusing the fuck out of me too. And I went on a thorough fucking acceptance of where I war. We're fucking down there. We're heading on year 4 now, so in my mind. Right? And there's no going back. So I'm just doing what comes naturally to me. Yeah, numbers dwindle, everybody leaves. Okay. Well, I'm not really concerned about it. I figured that when you leave, it's because you're uncomfortable with what's about to happen. And what's about to happen is you're about to be called out on your bullshit by one or both. You know what I mean? We do it regularly, religiously, almost every other day somewhere. Okay? Almost every other day, if not every day. Real shit. Okay? Real shit. I don't think it's a problem. In fact, some days I'm actually thoroughly fucking enjoying myself when it's happening. because motherfuckers really, really be trying to test the fucking boundaries of fucking goodwill. Really trying to test the boundaries. What time is it? Okay, hold on. Ooh. Okay. Ew. Yeah, no. Motherfuckers test the boundaries of our fucking good nature and trying to be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Dude, there's no getting away with shit around here. Let me see. Hold on a second. Oh. All right. Okay, now we're gonna show a whole bunch of little tiny clips, but I wanted to talk about I wanted to talk about 3 things, and then that's it. And I'm done for right now. Gotta get it out of my system. I'm gonna show a couple of little tiny 6-minute clips real fast, and then I'm gonna get into this Carly Richardson shit, or this what's her name? Carly Russell, yeah, real quick, because I thought it was most amusing. Let me see. The smart word, the one who stays thought. Yeah, okay, so yeah, but so he's saying that about himself. Okay, he's just trying to be cocky right now. He doesn't want to give me my motherfucking shine, but he knows that I was just telling him jokes and everybody was so fucking threatened by me telling him jokes that they were on some other shit. They, oh my God, you can't bring your hair. But one time I was just warming up fucking pizza rolls and got told off. Real shit. Warming up motherfucking pizza rolls. That was all I was fucking doing. I got told I can't be in the same room. What the fuck are you doing? You're not doing shit but fucking hiding fucking documents and paperwork and fucking in lines, conniving and shit. Stop it. You know what I mean? That's all you're doing. What the fuck am I doing? I'm just warming up pizza rolls, minding my own motherfucking business. All right, here we go. Subject change.
The Oakland chapter of the NAACP is fed up with the anarchy created by the city's soft on crime policies. The head of the group blasting local officials and even calling for a state of emergency to be declared, adding, quote, failed leadership, including the movement to defund the police, our district attorney's unwillingness to charge and prosecute people who murder and commit life-threatening serious crimes, and the proliferation of anti-police rhetoric have created a heyday for Oakland criminals. It is not racist or unkind to want to be safe from crime. Mm-hmm. In July alone, Oakland has seen a 15% increase in violent crime compared to last year, and residents are sick of it.
How do we stop this hamster wheel of crime? Because that's really the question.
They just drive around and pick a victim. And it's getting scary.
What are we doing to address this? And how do we solve this? Nobody feels safe.
So, Jesse, during the height of the defund the police movement, the NAACP stopped short of calling for defunding the police, but they just engaged in all of the rhetoric that led to the exact thing. And now, unfortunately, there have been consequences.
The Oakland NCP or whatever. I'm sorry, NAACP. I almost said NAA. Wait, is it
NCAA?
You're confused with an insurance commercial, aren't you?
You see? All right, like. Yeah. Right. Yeah, you saw, you can't, you clearly know he doesn't know what he's talking. You don't know. You clearly know he doesn't want to deal with that, right?
That's liberty, liberty. They wanted to redirect money from the police. Yeah. That old Kamala Harris gag. And now they're begging for the police to come and save their lives. It's happening all over the country. Look at San Francisco, did the same thing. And now instead of actually trying to fight crime, they're locking up ice cream. The same thing happened in Philadelphia. And now Trank's taking over and people are walking around with flesh-eating viruses. What happened in New York City? They were like, oh yeah, we're a sanctuary city until all the illegals came here. Now it's like a slumber party on the sidewalk. There's prostitution in Queens like Amsterdam. And now the mayor's like, we don't want to be a sanctuary city anymore.
Where in Queens?
I'll tell you after. And what happened in Washington, D.C.? Did you know that the Mexican government is issuing a travel advisory for Mexicans, warning them that Washington, D.C. is dangerous?
Yeah.
So these Democrats are destroying the cities, And then when everyone's putting up their hands and saying, can you guys do something about that? They'll talk about reparations. The only person they're basically prosecuting is Trump.
Yeah, Dana, but isn't this the way this has to happen with the local community?
Yes.
Going to these meetings and saying, change it.
And, you know, think about how many meetings have you been to, right? Like, it takes a lot to get people to go to a meeting and to know that they're going to be on camera and to get up there. So one, they're fearful for their lives and the lives of their children. Also, their property values are in the tank. So they're looking at their retirement funds or their kids' education funds going down. Plus, and we did a story last week on Newsroom that still has my mind reeling. In 2020, right before the pandemic, the chronic absenteeism rate in Baltimore County schools was 23%. That means you're missing 10% or more of school. Guess what it is today? It's 58%.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take that, plus the fact that you have a major youth violence problem there, and the same thing was happening in Baltimore. You had Black citizens saying, we need to be tougher on crime. So I do think that the more you see these local people yelling at their local officials, that you might actually be
You see, when racist people don't know how to speak, right?
able to affect some change. They're going to have to keep it up.
Jessica, your thoughts on this process? Consequences for actions.
Definitely consequences. I don't think it's a straight line from the summer of 2020. I mean, I'm saying that these are problems that have gone back further than that. This is a much longer trend line than just George Floyd is murdered and suddenly these cities are cesspools. But this is certainly not the promise of liberalism. And that's what these voters are saying. They're not saying I'm a Republican now. They are not going to vote for a Republican, but they want Democrats that are going to talk about the real issues that are confronting them on a daily basis. And I don't think Democrats should be afraid of that. Frankly, that's how you win back your seats. Like the 4 congressional seats that we lost here in New York was all because of crime. I talked to Lee Zeldin when he was here one time about this, and he said, I just had to show up at these meetings and people poured out their concerns. Did all of them vote for me? Absolutely not. But they clearly wanted to have a conversation that Democrats were not open to. I do think with defund the police, though, that it's one of these moments, and there are a few kind of flashpoint issues around the country where this happens, where the activist class is not speaking the same language as the regular people. Yeah. I don't go to a lot of city council meetings necessarily, but I know a lot of people who live in cities, and not a single one of them ever said, I want to defund the police or I want to take away their resources. What? So I think the activist class really needs to get on the same page as those people who are turning up at meetings.
So Greg, is there a direct line between summer 2020 to the crime now? I would say there is.
Yeah, I think so. And I think, and then when you started to point it out, and I know that this happened here at times, they would link the rise in crime to the lockdowns. And perhaps there was some evidence there, maybe, but when the lockdowns were over, the crime was never worse. Got worse. It's not like the crime went away. And what's frustrating is if you did point it out, you were called racist. But who were the truly racist people? Were the people that were conflating law and order with whiteness and crime to blackness. It's not us. Republicans, conservatives, libertarians do that. That was the hard left. And it's a circular argument that prevents any kind of solutions. Defunding the police affects minorities. Their neighborhoods get hit the worst. Point that out, that blacks are the victims, you will be deemed racist. That mere observation is a problem. So that prevents the so-called conversation. Remember, everybody wants to have, we just need a conversation. You can't have a conversation on crime because the left, through their prism of identity politics, has made it impossible to see beyond the pigment of criminals and victims. In fact, the pigment only matters with criminals, but it doesn't matter with victims. At least be consistent.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered.
All right.
Finally, a settlement has been reached. Let's highlight the reality of exploitation inside of medical science. Against content.
Without consulting her family. According to the Wall Street Journal, scientists today buy her cells for anywhere from $400 to thousands of dollars per vial. Yesterday, her estate filed a lawsuit against the biotech company Thermo Fisher Scientific, accusing it of profiteering off of Henrietta Lack's cells. The company has not publicly responded to this suit.
Well, they publicly responded today. Let's put up Miss Lack's picture full mass. Let me give you the background to this. Henrietta Lack, her family, has finally settled a lawsuit over the use of her actual.
Oops, sorry, family, sorry. I apologize. I was trying to get it to full screen. I apologize. Go ahead.
Sales. She had something called HELOC sales. This was to advance medical research. Attorneys representing the family of Henrietta Lacks on Tuesday announced a settlement of their lawsuit against Thermo Fisher over the use of sales in scientific research. The lawsuit demanded the family be paid for the company's use of Ms. Lack's sales, which were taken without consent in the 1950s and used in research. Lack's sales were biopsied when she visited Johns Hopkins Hospital for treatment of cervical cancer, known as HELOC cells. The cells from Ms. Lack's body led advanced research in a wide range of medical fields, including vaccine development, cancer treatments, and AIDS research. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump and attorney Chris Seeger released a statement about the settlement on Tuesday, which would have been Lack's 103rd birthday. Quote, members of the family of Henrietta Lacks and Thermo Fisher have agreed to settle the litigation filed by Henrietta Lacks' estate in U.S. District Court in Baltimore, the statement said. The terms of the agreement will be confidential. The parties are pleased that they were able to find a way to resolve this matter outside of court and will have no further comment about the settlement. Now, let me say this, because I remember when this was part of the public debate about Ms. Lack's sales. And there were some who said, well, you know, this is all for the advancement of medical research. This is about humanity. No, this was about profiteering. This was about making advancements in capitalism. Now, did they utilize Ms. Lack's sales in order to create medical advancement? Of course, that's the way the industry works. But I want you to think about this. The one thing that we should absolutely own is our body. If you don't own anything else on this planet, you should at least own your own body. And if somebody decides to take a piece of your body, take a piece of your skin tissue, your cells, your blood, and make significant wealth off of your exploitation, do you think the individuals who took it are noble? Do you think they were simply thinking about the advancement of humanity, medical science, or their bank account? I'm glad the settlement was reached. It happened in the 1950s. The reality is it happened to a whole lot of Black people. Most we will never hear about, we will never know about. Not too long ago, the CDC director literally posted on social media, basically a, congratulations about Tuskegee, those poor souls who were lied to, manipulated. That was not a sacrifice as positioned by the CDC. Once again, that was a criminal act. All right, sharing thoughts here.
Manny, if we are so terrible, such a drain, Dr. Ritchie, on society, take more than we give. That's the big lie that is told about Black people. Why do you keep stealing so much from us? These cells are the essence, literally, of humanity. These cells are why, this is not an overstatement.
Right.
We have the COVID-19 vaccine that Big Pharma raked in more than $90 billion. I almost said million as of last year.
Right.
Show them the money. And frankly, give it back. Give it back.
Yeah. Well, we shall see if other lawsuits come, because naturally, as I said, BLACC is not the only one. Glad to see a settlement did happen that the family agreed with.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' petty quarrel with Disney has now entered the phase of defund the police to own the libs. I'm not even kidding. That is what his appointed board is currently working to do. So the board that DeSantis appointed to oversee Disney Special District is now looking to cut the park's guests. So during a Wednesday meeting, the district said this: there was spending on a number of fronts that was wasteful. $8 million was being used for law enforcement services exclusively on Disney properties, and that doesn't make any sense to me. Further, Garcia noted, as we are doing more work, it appears there are a number of other naughty things that this old board did with district funds. Now, $8 million does sound like a lot of money when it comes to policing of the Disney resorts in Florida. But I do want to give you some proper context in case you're unfamiliar with how much land they control there and just how many parks they oversee. So apparently Disney has about 25,000 acres in Florida. And so those are the 25,000 acres that the police deputies would patrol. They have 4 theme parks, 2 water parks, golf courses, dozens of hotels, shops, restaurants, and bars. And I didn't know this, but part of the reason why Disney has control of that land is because back in the 1950s, I believe it was, when they wanted to develop that land.
He thinks, oh, if I go after Disney for being too woke, my base will be happy.
At the 2018 trial for her obstruction and aiding her husband in the attack, federal prosecutors entered evidence that included Omar Mateen, that was the shooter, buying a stroller and baby doll at a local Walmart one day before the shooting to smuggle his gun into Disney property, and a video of him walking near the House of Blues on June 12th, several hours before the shooting. In the video, you can see him like looking behind him at police officers. Had scouted several Walt Disney World locations, including the shopping and entertainment complex known as Disney Springs, in the days before the shooting. So,
but taking away these officers from Disney could be disastrous. And Disney's in a very tough, I'm in a bind here. But this, look, there's so many ironies in the story, because politicians trying to hold corporations accountable would be an incredible.
I just thought it was funny. I just thought it was like, whoa, okay, well, now, so everybody's like, oh, I got to defund the police, but here we are, right? And here we are, they're just over there shit talking as usual, right? I just thought that was fucking hilarious. I thought we should share that for a quick second. Now let's get to this, because like I mentioned, the mysterious disappearance of Carly Russell, right? And I'm just gonna play like 3 things and end it with.
When she disconnected, you want us to start seeing if we can get her phone number?
I was watching this shit because I thought it was stupid.
We can be compassionate. Holes into what really.
That's what happened.
So that brings us to Carly Russell. And for me, this whole story begins with the call she makes. Now, she says that she saw something and she did something, which is exactly what all of us as adults should do, and I think we would do. If you see a child on the side of the highway, you're not just gonna zoom by at 55 miles an hour. You see a child by themselves, what's going on here? Let me see if that child needs help. And that's what she said she saw. She saw a toddler in diapers on the side of a busy highway and it's dark. Of course you would stop. You would think you would stop. And she said she did. And she did something. She called 911, just like I ask you to do at the end of every show. Now, this story, though, has a few holes into what really happened here. Because she disappears, right? She goes from saving someone who looks like they're in peril, this child, right, from her phone call, to now everyone's looking for her. And they're also looking for the toddler. So at this point, though, 48 hours later, we know that she's home safe. But what happened? Where was she for 48 hours? What happened to that toddler? And there are a lot of skeptics. A lot. She calls 911, then she calls a relative and reports seeing a male toddler in a baby boy in a diaper on the side of I. But at 10:44, Hoover 911 received. What happened during those 48 hours? And
well, she vanishes, and you mentioned holes that we're trying to fix. How often do we cover missing persons cases where cops delay getting to the scene, or they delay taking it seriously? I mean, they were on it like that, searching the area, and there's no trace other than her belongings.
Right.
That's
So people were
absolutely
upset, right?
true and crucial, right? In 5 minutes, something happens here. And again, we have to remember,
People were like, oh my God.
if we take her at her word for the 911 call, it's not just her who was disappearing. It's a toddler in diapers. 9:30 at night, walking down this highway. Now, you mentioned the video, so let's show the video to the folks home. This is some traffic video from 9:34 from that night. You see the hazards there on the right hand. We believe that would be her on the side of the road. I've watched this several times. Looking for the toddler. I don't know where she would have spotted the toddler, up ahead, behind. I don't know. But as you can see from the traffic cam here, we zoom in on it. Again, the flasher's going. You can see there's plenty of cars on the road. They're not going at an excessive rate of speed, but they're going faster than she is, obviously, and slowing down on the side of the road. So I didn't see, in looking at this video, did you see any toddler on the side of the road? Did you see anything that may have been an image that is tough? It's tough to see because it's nighttime. Obviously, there's shadows.
Yeah.
A toddler would be tiny. But here, I don't see anyone. And this is where the car has now stopped, which is where she would go to approach the child, I would think.
I mean, we see her driving pretty slowly for quite some time. So I have to imagine when she first saw whatever it is that she thought she saw a toddler. I have no idea if she did see a toddler. Either way, she thought she did, and she did the right thing by calling 911. But she traveled down the road for so long that I don't know if by the time she stopped and got out, if she had to then maybe backtrack to see originally where she had spotted what she thought was a child in peril. And we know from the family member who she phoned her boyfriend's, she phoned her brother's girlfriend, and she was on the phone with her brother's girlfriend telling her the exact same situation that she told police. And in that phone call, the person she was on the phone with said it sounded like she tried to approach the toddler, never heard the toddler at all, but heard Carly scream, and then all of a sudden can't get a hold of Carly. The phone line is still open, but Carly isn't on it anymore. So I have no idea what to believe there, but it does, based on that description, sound like she probably backtracked in this dark area where you can't really see much to try and approach what, at the very least, she thought was a child who needed her assistance.
Now, what we did with the video, and our producers were watching it all day long, watching it slow, speeding up, zooming in, trying to see the images you can see. It's tough because of the nature of the video. You're so far away. But what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in, and then the video is actually a little easier to watch when you speed it up a little bit. Now, everyone at home can make up their own mind about what they see or don't see. When I looked at it, we put a red circle around an image that looks like it is the person getting out from the driver's side, going around the car, and then making their way towards the wooded area on the right. And what you have to know about this area is on each side, there are woods. So as we look at this circle, again, it's difficult to make up your own mind. But to me, it appears like there's an image that kind of goes into the darkness of the woods. Now, that can mean one of two things. One, she's just wandering off and leaving her car and heading into the woods, and no one's going to find her there. Or she saw the toddler. Maybe the toddler is walking into the darkness in the woods, and she's going to try to find this child, and that's when perhaps something happens to her. I'm not sure. Caitlin, your thoughts about what may or may not have happened there at that crucial moment, which is before police respond?
In that very short 5-minute time period, I just cannot wrap my head around the fact that this woman would call police and be on the phone with a family member if her plan was to just wander off and not be found. Also, the fact that she made an extra stop to pick up food to bring home to her mother just leads me to believe that she had every intention of ending her night at home with her family. I just can't reason why you would go through the steps of phoning authorities and being on the phone when you were essentially going to run away for whatever reason. I can be as skeptical as it comes, but that doesn't make any logical sense to me. So maybe there was never a toddler, and police have said that there have been no reports of a missing toddler for them to even follow up on. So perhaps there wasn't a missing toddler at all. Maybe she didn't see what she thought she saw, but it does seem like whatever she walked towards, she was met with something nefarious, because then she disappears for 48 hours and shows back up at her parents' doorstep on foot. And I don't know what state she was in when she came home. I don't know if she had shoes on or was in the clothes that she left in, but you don't leave your car running and your phone and your belongings and your wig if you planned on just wandering off.
Doesn't make sense. No one in their right mind would do that, right? It's not like something you would sit down and plan if you were thinking logically about it. The mental aspect of all this, we're going to hear from the parents.
Since she disappeared remains unclear. Police aren't releasing any more details. Her mother posted her thanks for everyone's kindness, generosity, and compassion. Our baby is safe, she wrote. Thank you, Father God. The 25-year-old went missing Thursday night. She had called 911, telling the operator she could see a male toddler walking along the side of Interstate 459, and she was stopping to help. She called a relative to tell them the same thing. The family member lost contact with her, but the phone line remained open. Police are analyzing traffic camera footage of the incident. When police arrived on the scene minutes later, they found Russell's car, her wig, phone, and purse. But there was no sign of Russell or the child. Police say Russell's 911 call is the only report of a child on the interstate. An intense search of the area continued for about 48 hours until the 911 call came in that she returned home. The investigation is ongoing. Stephanie Sandoval, Scripps News.
On her kidnapper at this very moment. I also want to thank the people on social media who have been understanding and respectful about what she's been through in these past few days. Once again, I can't thank you guys enough for helping us bring Carly home. God bless you all. So, the toddler's not in a good situation either. So, I think it would probably be pretty important, Janie, to evaluate her to see if what she's saying is true also, right?
The female's vehicle, as well as some of her belongings at the scene. They were unable to find her or a child in the area.
Then she's gone for 48 hours. She disappears. There's a huge search for her. Her family is completely worried. Then she returns on foot 48 hours later. And we're trying to figure out what happened. How about the
description on the child, and were they southbound, walking southbound? 10-4, southbound, walking southbound. It was a toddler.
In the area? What's going on here?
Yeah, 2 hoaxes in a row.
Manuel Gomez.
Suspect composite if you can. You get as many details as you.
Tells me that she's possibly was drugged, possibly with Rufalin. Right. It's known to have you have memory loss. It's known to not know where you are. So I hope that someone tests her and does a toxicology on her. So then this happened.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Frank and Pam Bearfield Training Center. I'm Captain Keith Sescaliba with the Hoover Police Department, and we're here today to provide you with the latest update in the Carly Russell investigation. Joining me at the podium today will be Police Durgis, followed by Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall. Chief Durgis will make a prepared statement. After Chief Durgis' statement is over with, Attorney General Marshall will also offer a few comments. Once that is completed, both gentlemen will return to the podium and you guys will have an opportunity to ask questions. With that, I will turn it over to Chief Durgis.
Thank you, Captain. Good afternoon. Earlier today, Hoover Police detectives obtained warrants for the arrest of Carly Russell through the Hoover Municipal Court for her actions related to faking her kidnapping and subsequently making false statements to detectives as they investigated this case. Her decisions that night created panic and alarm for the citizens of our city and even across the nation as the concern grew that a kidnapper was on the loose using a small child as bait. Numerous law enforcement agencies, both local and federal, began working tirelessly not only to bring Carly home to her family, but locate a kidnapper that we know now never existed. Many private citizens volunteered their time and energy into looking for a potential kidnapping victim that we know now was never in any danger. This story opened wounds for families whose loved ones really were victims of kidnappings, some of which even helped organize searches in hopes they could find Carly's alive so her family would not experience the pain and suffering that they felt when their loved ones never returned home. As we know, actions can have consequences, and that's why we're here today. This afternoon, Carly Russell, with the assistance of her attorney, turned herself into the Hoover City Jail, where she was arrested for the following charges: false reporting to law enforcement authorities, Class A misdemeanor, $1,000 bond; falsely reporting an incident, a Class A misdemeanor with a $1,000 bond. Each of these charges carry up to a year in jail and potential fine of $6,000 upon conviction. Ms. Russell was released from jail after posting bond. We initially presented this case to District Attorney Lanice Washington, who agreed to handle prosecution through district court. After consulting with the Circuit Court of Jefferson County Bessemer Division, the case was referred back to municipal court for charging because the only applicable charges were misdemeanors. Judging from the amount of phone calls and emails that we've received from people all over the country, I know many are shocked and appalled that Ms. Russell is only being charged with 2 misdemeanors, despite all the panic and disruption her actions caused. Let me assure you, I too share the same frustration, but existing laws only allow the charges that were filed to be filed. I can tell you that I will be contacting our state legislatures on behalf of law enforcement in Montgomery and asking them to look at this law applied to these facts and urge them to add an enhancement to current legislation when somebody falsely reports kidnapping or another violent crime. Because of the attention this case has garnered, we've requested Attorney General Steve Marshall's office adopt this case, and they've agreed to do so. The Hoover Police Department wants to thank everyone that assisted us from the beginning and continues to assist us in this case as we work its way through the criminal justice system. Joining me at the podium today is the State of Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall.
Thank you, Chief. Let me begin by commending Hoover Police Department Chief Durgis for his leadership in this investigation. Obviously, this captured many's attention as a result of not only the allegations themselves, but also the concern about a possible victim and being able to return her home. The work that was done by the Hoover Police Department was monumental in its lift, and the results of that work you are seeing come to fruition today with the charges that have been levied. Also want to commend the many other men and women of both state and federal law enforcement for their work collaboratively with the Hoover Police Department in assisting in this investigation. Chief, appreciate the opportunity to be able to partner with you in this prosecution. We will dedicate a team to be able to help the city of Hoover in handling these 2 individual charges and look forward to bringing this case to fruition. One thing I would add is that we don't see this as a victimless crime. There are significant hours spent, resources expended as a result of this investigation. And not only that, but the many men and women who are civilians that wore those yellow vests on a hot afternoon and evening looking for someone they thought was abducted, trying to be of assistance.
We have not found anything out on either one of your 2.
You mentioned this the last time we were together. Just wondering if you have any update on an idea of the cost that the Hoover Police Department.
It's all.
This morning, a stunning public confession in the mysterious disappearance of Carly Russell.
There was no kidnapping.
Hoover's police chief reading a statement on Monday provided by Russell's attorney on behalf of the 25-year-old nursing student.
My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area, but this was a single act done by herself.
For days, the investigation captured national attention, but skepticism quickly grew when police were unable to verify her story.
Where do you think she went, and how would you characterize what happened here?
That's the $100 question.
Earlier this month, Russell went missing for just over 48 hours after calling 911 to report a toddler walking alone on the interstate.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
In her initial statement to police, Russell claimed that she was abducted by a man with orange hair and a woman who brought her to a home, forced her to undress, and took nude photos of her. Throughout the investigation, police say they found no evidence of an abandoned toddler, also detailing internet searches made by Russell shortly before the incident, including what's the cost of an Amber Alert, a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville, and the 2008 film about an abduction, Taken.
My client apologizes for her actions to this community. We ask for your prayers for Carly as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter.
She got charged.
Family and fellow soldiers, I'm the professor, and this is the moment of truth. I pointed out years ago that clout chasing is a deadly disease, and we have to have zero tolerance for it. We've got to be aggressive about calling it out and about distancing ourselves from it. A lot of people thought that I was perhaps making too much of it. Others felt that I was perhaps taking shots at them. You got all sorts of folks who do clout chasing, and they claim it's for the greater good, but it never is. It's only for their own good. Clout chasers are not part of our community. In fact, they're not part of any community, really. That is, until they inevitably have their butts in a crack because of their clout chasing that's gone wrong. And they're going to get rich. Clout is about attention. It's about getting people to think that you're a part of a particular circle, raising your profile, being a big shot for a day. You had a guy who claimed that he was a target of racism. I believe it was in the Air Force. And the racists had a field day when that was revealed to have been made up. And we don't even have to mention Jussie Smollett. And most recently, we've had Carly Russell. She's a woman from Alabama who's accused of having perpetrated a kidnapping hoax. And the police clearly knew more than they had been letting on from the beginning. Their behavior in this case reminded me of so many cases where a black person is murdered by some white supremacist, and the police initially seemed to be playing it very cagey. They liked the idea of the public getting out there and doing demonstrations and such, and then they, in coordination with the white media, suddenly claimed that the black victim had a criminal record or something else they thought could smear the black victim in the hopes that it would dampen public support. Police already knew Carly Russell's cell phone information, her work computer information, all of her internet searches. They already had that information. And what they found was more than enough to conclude that she had had disappearing on her mind long before that initial phone call. Now, it's not against the law for someone to up and disappear. It happens more often than you might think. If a spouse or a sibling decides to up and leave one day without saying a word to anyone, even if the police find that person, they can't arrest them for that. It's not a crime. They can ask the person to contact their family, to let the family know that they're all right, but that's about it. Now, Carly Russell was already in trouble for the false phone calls she'd made claiming that she had seen a child in the highway, and allegedly it was that phone call that was used to draw authorities to her vehicle so that she could kickstart this little mystery. But she made it even worse for herself when she came out of hiding. The police talked to her about why she had disappeared, and she told them she had been kidnapped. Now, if she had chosen to lawyer up, she would have had a much better chance of dealing with the initial false call report, and that would have been all she would have had to contend with. But she didn't do that because these clout chasers suffer from the double delusion of thinking that they're smarter than everyone else, and also telling themselves that whatever idiocy they're doing isn't so bad and it's not so serious. You see, clout in dream world where they're basically watching themselves on TV. As they see it, they're the star of their own little reality show, one that nobody's watching. So they try to see what they can do to get more eyeballs, and they'll do anything to get people to notice them. And that all-consuming delusion is what makes these clout chasers so dangerous to the black community. They want to be auxiliaries of the white media. That's what clout chasing is about. All clout chasers desperately dream of the white media giving them some attention, And they think that somehow they're going to parlay that into some white media TV show or money, or at the very least into 15 minutes of fame. Clout chasers are ultimately part of tabloid culture. All their attention whoring is them auditioning to be part of the white media's freak show. They see themselves as being in the same business as a Kim Kardashian, someone who's famous for nothing. Except at the very least, Kim Kardashian was able to turn her nothing fame into real dollars. But the clout chasers, of course, don't see it that way. They'll tell any lie, push any falsehood, minimize our suffering, whatever it takes in order to magnify their own profile. They are a community of one at best, and at worst, they see themselves as being part of the cult of fame. Clout chasers have no character or intelligence. That's why they clout chase. You and I would think about what would happen afterwards if we were to try some brainless ploy to get attention. Clout chasers' thinking doesn't go that far. To them, it's all happening on TV somewhere. They obsess over television, and on television, they see some white person who is able to do some sort of crazy stunt for attention and never get into trouble for it. And these clout chasers think that they can and should do the same things too. See, whenever they watch these tabloid stories, whenever they have some white person who's doing some attention whoring stunt, to these clout chasers, those are not news pieces, those are career options. They identify with the people that they see on TV or in print or on the internet. Clout chasers don't see themselves as being part of the black community. They see themselves as being part of the white media's cult of fame. That's their community. Clout chasers aren't loyal to anything except whoever or whatever they think can get them more attention. As I've always told you, clout chasing is not some victimless crime. Clout chasing is so rampant in the black community because the people doing it want to be famous for whatever reason, and they know that the white media is the only ones who can do that for them. So as they see it, in their minds, they're just playing the game. Why do you think a Candace Owens spouts the stupidity that she does? She's desperately hoping to get some wealthy white donor like a Harlan Crow or whomever to notice her, and she'll say any over-the-top anti-black racist crap to get it. And Carly Russell is the same way. Her mugshot pretty much says it all. She thinks it's all a game. And while what she's done is minor, the white powers that be want to make hay out of her as a way to discredit black crime victims in general. That little police chief they got down there, he's pretending as if this is worse than the Kennedy assassination. He's putting all kinds of extras on it. Literally, because this is a black person that the police chief is able to go after. He says that the state legislature needs to add some sort of enhancements to the laws that would allow for him to put harsher penalties on people for stuff like this. He said he was angry because Miss Russell's only being charged with misdemeanors, which is what the law allows for. And truth be told, that's actually proportionate. Does anyone think that this police chief Cletus down there would be so angry if it was a white person who filed a false police report? You think he would be telling the state legislature, we need some enhancements, if this was not a black person that he was dealing with? Because he's never demanded any sort of enhancements to the law before. So why is this suddenly so important to him? Because this is a racial dog whistle, like they always do when they see a chance to advocate for a criminal statute that will be meant to target black people. When Amy Cooper filed a false police report against a black man in Central Park, there wasn't one cop in New York State talking about the need for any enhancements to the law. The crooked DA Cy Vance had all the legal tools he needed to put Amy Cooper in jail, but he deliberately chose not to. He gave her a plea deal with no prison time because she's got the complexion for the protection. When you hear these police or these DAs demanding new laws or that the current laws be made tougher, they're doing it with the full knowledge that they're not going to be using those laws against white suspects, only against black ones. Before it's all over, I predict that Carly Russell will have her lawyers claiming that she had some sort of mental health issue that led her to this. But as Paul Mooney pointed out, they don't let black people get away with BS. Whatever it is that Carly Russell was hoping to get out of all this, I certainly hope it was worth it, because when it comes to black folks in particular, they don't allow our missteps and any of our mishaps to just fall down the memory hole. They make sure that it follows us. Before it's all over, her 15 minutes of fame may well have resulted in a lifetime of infamy. The clout chasers never seem to figure out that for all the effort that they put into chasing clout, the only one who gets caught is them. Good day, and be one. I'd like to take a moment to mention some of our contributors. Storm, William Zellers, Kwame Rashad Mbutu, Nievabel, and Hefzibah. Salute to them and thank you to everyone for listening, liking, and sharing this message. Black empowerment only exists because of you.
There is an ongoing rift among conservatives having to do the treatment of women, and it is a
My fault. Okay. Yeah, black empowerment only exists because of us. Gotta go. It's late. It's like 1:50, 1:53 over here. And I'm trying to find my medicine. But we're gonna try to find my medicine. Plus, like, I gotta go. I gotta go take my medicine. And figure this out. So it's still, this swelling still went down, and like you said, like I'm all bruised up, like, you know what I mean? I gotta go. I gotta go to the restroom and take care of myself. I really want to find my motherfucking medicine so I can deflate. Yeah, deflate. The hospital banged me up like fucking. I think they tried to give me an IV like 11 times. Like I bruised everywhere, looked like fucking pinball, and I'm super swollen. So I'm gonna try to find my medicine. That's what I'm gonna do right now. And try to see if I can deflate before I have to leave, or whatever. Don't worry about that. It's not important. I have something else to say, but I forgot. Yeah. Anyway, family, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning into the RVA. Sorry it took so long. I was in the hospital for like a grip. More to come. I have like a couple little videos that I'm gonna do for finish my website. Just get it done. And submit a couple of things. Tell this. Man, I can't wait till somebody presses the fuck out of this. Well, it doesn't even matter. Like, really, I just didn't know what. I took all my shit down, like, because I was just trying to keep it, keep it safe, keep it protected. Till the winter time anyway. So I felt like it. I didn't want it to like, keep. I didn't want to split or anything like that. Take pretty fucking good care of it. However, I was just like, man, today was like one of those days I don't think I've ever felt so that I couldn't fucking pull myself together. Like, I was like, Jesus Christ, who the fuck am I today? So, don't worry, this is not usual. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Stay tuned. I'll probably have more to come. Not today. Maybe I'm looking at maybe Thursday. Depends. Probably not today. Today's Wednesday. Probably Thursday for another version of the RVA. Try to knock a couple out the park. We'll see a couple of videos. And probably just, if you're in Denver or Aurora, you'll see a lot of just shaking up some shit just on general principle. Anyway, I got a lot of stuff to take care of. This week will go by fucking quick. Kind of excited because some stuff had happened for me. Some good shit and then some bad shit. Some good shit, bad shit. So, like, good and bad. Take it with a grain of salt, So, hopefully I can get at least a couple major things done this week. Yeah. A couple major things. A few major things. So, in like a few hours, hopefully I get like 2 major things done. Anywho. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Sorry I look like I'm crazy right now. I look crazy. I just really do something with this. And like get dressed appropriately. I feel like I'm not dressed, even though I'm dressed appropriately. I'm not dressed. I feel like, you know what I mean? And do something with this, like tie it up or wrap it up. Like nothing worked. Nothing. I couldn't put on my fucking. I couldn't put on my crown piece. I couldn't put on my scarves. I could. You know what I mean? It's like it's weird. And just maybe I left the hospital. I was like I say, maybe I left too early. We'll see. Anyway, family, thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for laughing, giggling with me. At least thank you for letting me giggle. And probably Thursday I'll bring another RVA. Friday, Shabaka's Grand Rising with Shabaka. And yeah, we check out Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced on Blog Talk tonight or Tuesday. That was pretty damn good fucking episode. So tap in on that. And we'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Stay black, stay dangerous. Peace. Oh, real quick, just in case fucking Facebook or YouTube wants to be messing with me, at least for an hour and a half during the last part of the show, I forgot to put the fucking fair use copyright up. So follow the rules. Try to anyway. So yeah, probably hit me with another fucking strike. That's it. That's all. Like real quick on my shit, they've been taking my shit down religiously. So I'll be lucky if it stays up overnight, or at least in the next few hours. So if you got a chance to see it, good. Not okay too. All right, peace.